Happy New Year. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Thanks for joining me. Jill Comfort Zone, RNY TV. Hey, baby. They call you what? The Christian woman? Or what they say? I don't know what Ness call you, but hey, baby. Hey, Ray Black. We're good to see you. Melissa, Happy New Year, sugar. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't even seen you go live. I hope all is well. Jill Comfort Zone tonight is Jill Comfort Zone's drawing. Her raffle, I believe, is the drawing is tonight. Now, listen, I don't care whether I win the cricket or not. My main goal was to support the queen. That's all I was doing. I don't know what the hell to do with the cricket. Not like I can't learn, but I don't know what to do with it. I heard they was cool machines, you know, to make the shirts, the cups and stuff. But anyway, tonight, I believe is her drawing. She was grateful and humble that people have brought the raffles and that is for her poetry show coming up. So shout out to Jill. Hey, baby, our favorite Christian. Thank you for getting it right. So our favorite Christian is joining me, Ronnie Q. Hey, V. Lenore, Happy New Year's. I haven't seen you around. Good to see you, V. Lenore. Hope all is well. But I did see you rubbing elbows with some influential people, I say, some higher uppers. So maybe that's why we don't see you down here with the little ones. Just a joke. Hi, Aurora. So, hi, everyone who's coming in. Thanks for joining me. Please make sure you hit that like. My queen, my queen should be coming in soon because I spoke to her. So, what's going on? So, I think my title is All Money Ain't Good Money, or it should have been All Money Ain't Good Money, or it's all about the bag. It's all about the bag and entertainment. That's all it's about. So I noticed that you all, we have some new visitors over in our area, right? And somebody went and got them and brought them on over. And now they making money off us and they brag about how much money and how stupid we are, you know, about the beef sector giving money. Some very generous people in the beef sector. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And they give to who they want. If you doing entertainment, then it's just like Netflix, Tubi, any other NBC, ABC. People want to get paid for their services. So I can see, I personally just don't come down. Cash at me, super chat me, cash at me, super chat. Oh, I'm begging. I'm not going to do that. That's just not what I do. But if you find it in your heart to give to me, that's on you. I'm not going to beg. But this is about entertainment. A closed mouth don't get fed. That's the bottom line. But for me, I'm not going to do that, but to each his own. I don't knock the hustle down here either. So anywho, they got new sectors coming over here and there's money on the floor and everyone is excited. Everyone's excited. Hey, Donahue's Happy New Year. They're excited because they have new visitors over here. I don't know if they taking over. I don't know if they just part of the show. I just know it's different entertainment and it's new beefs and it's new blood. And so if that's what we're here for, then welcome aboard. We here, but don't offer us out as bait so you can use and abuse us and suck us for cash apps and stuff like that. But it's generous people, but don't just offer up for bait, right? Hey, there go Queen Diva. Hey, Queen baby. So anywho, I see these new people in here. And so You know, I'm nosy too, but I'm awfully busy. Monday through Friday, I'm super busy, and it's very hard for me to come on live. I tried it twice this week, and some things came up. And a lot of times I'm tired, you guys. I'm just tired from working. I get up early, 4 o'clock, 4:30. You know, sometime I go in my office at 6:30 to get stuff flowing when I know I have a heavy log. You know, so that's what that is. So I don't always make it. Thank you. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jim's Talk, because that's where I'll have some real life topics and some different. I'm doing something different over there, and I've been doing that. You know, I just haven't put the channel to use yet, but I will this year coming up. That's why, if you notice, I didn't link the 2 channels today, because I'm gonna talk a little mess today. I'm gonna talk a little mess, and I want them to stay separate. Okay, so I notice people are doing something new, and they moving around, they going to other places, and they, you know, making their presence known over there. So they creating up this new beef, and they coming over here. Some people are disappointed, some people not disappointed, some people are all for the beefs, the new beefs. Are they authentic? Well, when I was peeping game, I didn't think they was authentic. But again, even if it's a play, it's entertainment, right? That's what we want. That's what we're here for, you know, and it's new. It's new. For me, some things is digestible and some aren't. And so I'll tell you what, you know, and I think I've said this, I just have a hard time sometimes digesting some of the stuff coming from Black women. And I say Black women, but women in general, but I'm talking about my women. So a lot of it is not entertained for me. But I don't sit over there. I don't get upset. I don't come make 100 videos about it. I just log the hell off and go somewhere else, because there's so many other channels on YouTube. You're not stuck right there. But I noticed that people are over there. I don't see Purple Peach, but hey, Purple Peach, Happy New Year. I noticed that other people are over in the other sectors offering us up, and they getting on their platforms, you know, they getting dragged on their platforms. But if that's what they want, more power to them. But I will never, for me, and I know people say don't say never, but I know me, I'll never make an ass out of myself unless somebody make an ass out of me somewhere else. Now, they do enough over here making an ass out of some people over here. You don't have to go somewhere else and try to, you go over there and you discredit us, or you go over there because you're not wanted over here anymore. Hey, just read my book. Happy New Year's, but because you're not wanted over here, you done all that foolishness over here and you somewhere else. So I wasn't really too up on the other sector stuff. I was more worried about, or I was more seeing what's going on over here in the beef sector. But it seems like we done spilled over there, and they are over here now, and it is what it is. But I remember my father used to always say this, and I didn't know what he meant when I was young, but I know what he means. All money is not good money. All money is not good money. So now people are putting in their mind, is just making money. Let's make money. Let's just take in anything, because we're going to make the dollars. You know, we're going to get the super chats, the cash apps, but not so fast, because I heard something very disturbing when they started talking about those cash apps. They had doxed somebody through Cash App. And see, this ain't our first time hearing that. So be very careful. But here's the sad thing, because people like me and other people don't do all that doxing shit and won't mess with your Cash App. But it looks bad for everyone, because a big warning sign comes before you giving a Cash App now. So they doxed somebody through Cash App, and the fucked up part, I thought it was, because they doxed somebody else's family member. See, these people are playing different, but you all invited them in your home. Everybody can't come to my house. I have family, and Diva tell you this, that I really don't want to invite in my home, because I don't want those spirits in my house. See, because sometimes those spirits jump off on you. People don't believe that, but that's a true thing. Those spirits jump off on you. And so they over there, you know, and they doxing people that has nothing to fucking do with YouTube. Nothing at all. Just family members, friends who's using Cash Apps, whatever. So when you do that, it just make me say beware. Beware of people. So you know who you super chat and Cash App, and I'm talking about Cash App. You know who you Cash App, right? So if you Cash App in someone, you make sure you know who you cash app it, because these people are taking your cash apps and getting your information. See, people play doxing different than over here. We light, not we. The beef sector people who dox over here, they light dox. Over there, they deep dive dox. See, they gonna dox you down to your DNA. That's what they said. That's the threats they sent. It was known long time ago. So when you get into bed with dogs, you get up with fleas. So when you mess with people like that, you get just what you get. You know, you out there and y'all want to link up with everybody because it's money. And you want to bring all these sectors together. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with what they call networking. That networking. You still have to be careful who you network with as well. You know, Bill Gates didn't network with everybody. Jay-Z don't network with everybody. Michael Jordan don't network with everybody. You know, a lot of jobs, Steve Jobs didn't network. You have to be careful because all money ain't good money. But you mofos are getting money hungry around here. You're so hypocritical. You so money hungry. You doing the same thing that you talked about other content creators doing over here. You're doing the same thing on your platform now because the money is getting to you. And for the love of money, not money is the root of all evil. That's wrong. For the love of money is the root of all evil. So, you know, when you only about the bag, only chasing the bag, taking any kind of money, you're up to evil. All money ain't good money. But, you know, people are entitled to do what they want. But y'all be very careful. If living in the DMV area, please be safe out there because it's nasty out today. Well, it hasn't started yet here. I am in the DMV area. Everybody know that. I always tell them, do what you're going to do. But it hasn't started yet. My girlfriend and I were supposed to go out today and eat a mukbang. Get a mukbang. A crab boil. However, I think it's going to snow, so I'm going to decline on that. Mz.Teav, I've only seen 3 people migrate over here, and that's the 88, Big Baby, and Coolin, who's been here for a second. Not sure which sector the Max chick is from. Okay, I just see new people over here. Thank you, Purple Peach Baby. I just see new people over here, and like I said, I go around sometime. I never ever drop down any one other sector because I barely drop down in mine. But I watch and see what's going on. And I do see some plays and I see where people are really coming for our people. But again, it's new beef. If you wanted new beef, now you have new beef. Now get out there and beef if that's what you're about. Yep, don't back up now because now you got new beef and I just say beef. That's what you guys wanted, right? So now we got it. So let's just go for it. But be very careful with your cash apps because I know I'm not the only one. Hey, Latasha, that heard that on that platform. And I think it's sad that you're going to dox somebody. So I looked up the doxing law and, it's different states carry different penalties. And sometimes doxing isn't a penalty because it's considered public information. However, when you are messing with people who know the law, who's very professed in the law, they probably could find a loophole to tag your ass. So I wouldn't advise people to dox certain people or dox them, and let's see how it plays out. But I don't think it's that serious. Just take the drag, take the roast, take the gag, and keep it moving. I don't think, but I noticed they are, doing more of the doxing now. Yes, all network ain't good networking. Exactly, Purple Peach. And sometimes I see when people say they spiritually connected, like I'm spiritually connected, and I got a hell of a discernment. I do. I have a hell of a discernment. So sometimes people see something. We see something happening one way, but really something else is going to come out of that. And I noticed that people are turning their directions and their corners on things they want to do. Maybe their spirit led them to do something different. Your spirit will lead you the right way. you can ignore your spirit and go the wrong way, but your spirit and your discernment is a very powerful guide in your life. If you just follow it, it will not lead you astray. You can go astray on your own by not acknowledging what your discernment is or what your spirit is. And I believe some people are shifting and making moves because they saw something different here. And so now they decide to do something different. It's never too late. Just remember, if I spent 20 years in prison and they took me from being a dealer on U Street, and I've been dealing on U Street for 15 years per se, and now I got incarcerated. If you release me and put me back on U Street, 9 times 10, I'm going to go back to the same thing. Now, you take that, Gems, the way you want to. So when you move, you have to move out of the area. See, they release prisoners back into the environment. They don't survive unless someone give them an opportunity, and they have really made up in their mind that they're a changed person and they want to do better. They don't survive. Eventually they go back to what they know, because it's what they know. It's the same over here. We see people leave all the time. They say they leave and they got opportunities. Life is good. They tired of doing this, because this got to wear on you if you do it every day, cussing folk out and doing all that crazy shit, hollering. You know, it's not good for your physical or mental health, right? So they doing something different. Stay far away from the old so you can usher in the new and really become the new and evolve in the newness. It just seems like it draws people back here. You know, they say they leaving and then they back here, so I don't know. Let's see. There's this narrative that the B sector is big on Cash App, so you have a lot of people migrate over here. Exactly. But then again, you hear that. You hear that the B sector, and then people watch too. Before they drop down, sometimes they just sit up and watch, or they send people here. See, we don't know who's watching us because they under avatars. They under avatar. So we don't even know where they at. We don't know, but they could be watching us. Good morning, DC baby, Latasha. They could be watching us. And they could see how we move, and they could see how people ask for things, and the B sector gives it to them. Their supporters support them and give it to them. You know, some people just come out and say, hey, listen, today I want a cup of latte, and it's a $7 cup of latte because somebody cash at me. They receive that cash app. So it looks easy. We look like an easy target to some people over here, you know, but again, different people from different backgrounds are different breeds. You can't usher in everybody. You can't network with everybody. You may think you're making money, but your money that you making may be bad money. And see, it's okay when you sit on your platform and they're doxing other people, or they're talking shit about other people, or they doing this to other people. But as soon they get mad at you, the one who allowed them there, they go turn around and do the same thing to you, because you're not exempt. It's a game that's being played down here. Remember, you got to keep the entertainment coming. So eventually you got to turn on each other. 9 times out of 10, that's why most people turn on each other, because they got to keep it going. And they all connected. And because they all connected, it's easy for them to turn on each other, because they all connected. Remember? So when you all connected, a lot of times you all are running plays or doing whatever you do to entertain the subscribers. You are linked together. So when I get tired of you doing then I can have mad day on you. Just all money is not good money. Everything glitter is not gold. Don't be so hungry for money that you fall for anything. First, make an observation of what's really going on, how far you want to go with this YouTube thing, and how much money do you want to make, and how long would that money last you, because eventually people are going to get tired of you doing the same thing. You're going to have to offer something new. I don't take everybody's money, me either. Hey, Sassy Show, what's going on? Okay, so that's what I want to say about all this money and how people was talking about one content creator, and now they doing the same thing because they saw that the money was going, and they using the same people to do it. They using the same people to get the money that someone else was getting. Don't be so fast to talk about other people because you see how good it is. And remember, if you're here for the money and that's all you're here for, hey, baby smooches, and that's all you're here for, then basically the money is filtering. The same money is going around over here because you're only in one sector. You have the same subscribers, and that's a fact. That's a fact. So again, if you're here for the entertainment and you're all about the money, then sell your soul for a couple of dollars, but make sure that it's worth it. Because you're letting people on your platform to dox other people. They doxing and they talk about other people, and it's happening on your platform. And again, if you dox the right one who know the law and know how to go, no loopholes to get to your ass and make it a felony and a crime, you very well might be just caught up into it because it's happening on your platform. The doxing shit is crazy. Let me read some of this. My definition of doxing is when you reveal something in a context maliciously. It's all maliciously to me sometimes, the doxing, Purple Peach, when you are releasing someone else's family member to get at someone else because that person done something to you. So you're doing it in a malicious act. You're not doing it just to say, hey, this is Miss So-and-so. This is her house. She has a beautiful home. Look at her beautiful children. You're doing it in a malicious way. So that's why I'm saying there's laws and there are loopholes how you could get around it, that it was just a public doxing. Know the law before you start doing that shit and before you start allowing it on your platform. Okay? So, hey, just read my book, Happy New Year's. But which spirit are they allowed to guide them? I see a lot of ill will and spirits that are not of Christ. Well, one thing I'm not going to do is sit down here and pretend like I don't sin, because I sin every day. I just ask God for his mercy and grace and for forgiveness. But again, some things that happen around here, you all know from observation, are demon-like spirits that you may perhaps. They do some shit that's unbelievable. I have never seen women like this in my life, or men. And I'm 61. I'll be 62 the end of the month too, you guys. If God's willing and I'm able, I'll be on here. But I've never seen people like this in my life. So people are really doing anything for clicks and views. Social media is here to stay. And so we'll always have entertainment. But what will you do just to sell your soul for a couple of dollars? You're not even making a lot of money. Shit. I was over at Shay Shay Club, Shay Shay. That Cat Williams interview, I know some of y'all saw that. I'll talk about that in a few. He knocked down 3.6 million when I last watched it. 3.6 million. Nobody making money like that over here. So he know what he has to do. He has to walk a fine line. So when he was doing that Cat Williams interview, he was checking himself to a certain degree, because he already know who sponsors him. He already know how much money he make, and he already know the value that he bring to YouTube on his Shay Shay show. Club Shay Shay. That would be Shannon Sharp, I believe. So he knows the value of that, but he also made sure that he tipped lightly when agreeing with Cat Williams, and how he tried to redirect him. All money ain't good money. He could have risked his show if they say the wrong thing, because then he gonna have those people coming at him. Okay, so a lot of times, you guys, all money ain't good money. Watch who you let on your platform, because you are jeopardizing your platform. But you so engrossed in the coins coming. The super chat. Thank you for the cash. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Oh, thank you. That you don't even really see the jeopardy that you could be putting your platform in by having people up there do fuck shit. Bottom line, okay? So you shouldn't, Ray Black. I don't know. You shouldn't if they know they know. Okay. Well, if people are telling them that the money is over here. You can't blame them. No, it's being, I guess it's being said, hey, Ronnie Q, baby, that the money is over here. Come on over here and get the money. That's just hearsay. I never saw it. Again, that's what I heard. Oh, shit, that's hot. Excuse me. That people are invited to come over here because we have money. So, okay. So, again, you could give whoever you want money. That's your choice, but be very careful when you over other places and who you are giving cash apps to, because if you have it linked the wrong way, people are getting your information. And remember, cash apps too this year. I don't know if people know, but cash apps are they sending statements, so we're gonna have to pay taxes. I'm not gonna pay shit because I don't have anything on cash app. But if I did, so if you would like, and I know I don't always get money from YouTube, but if I do what's comfortable for you, just know that these people are getting your information through Cash App, and you so quick Cash App and people, just be careful. That's all. All right. Good morning, TT Speaks, Ronnie Q, and everyone else coming in Renee. Hey, 2020 Sly. No, it didn't start raining. It didn't start snowing yet. I just finished watching that interview this morning. Yeah, I don't know. Shannon Smart. He came on his other channel with Ocho Cinco. I saw that and did commentary about his Cat Williams interview and racked up again. I saw that as well, Donna Hughes. He had to clean that shit up because Cat Williams, but he had been planning that interview for, years, he said, since early 2022, I believe. So he finally had that interview, and Cat Williams just said what he wanted. Now, home invasion. I just talked about the home invasion. That's why I said when we invite people into our homes, watch what they bring over to our homes, watch their spirits. Everybody don't have good intentions when they're invited into your home. It's very people, we had this discussion yesterday, and somebody said 9 times out of 10, when someone robbed your home, and I disagree with it. I don't know the statistics. Somebody can help me out. But when someone robs your home, is someone you have had in your home that's set amongst you and your family members, and then they decided to rob your home. Okay? See the analogy? A lot of times when people rob your home, you have set amongst them. They have been in your home, and you know the people who rob your home. Now, I didn't know the statistics, but I didn't agree with that. Every robbery a person knows, I believe that sometimes people, you are just a random person that they rob. Okay, that's right. He racked up over 3 million. Yeah, he's killing the game, but he had to, kind of clean that up because he let Cat Williams be Cat Williams. That's what I'm saying. Come on up. You got to watch Purple Peach. I know this is my commentary, and you know it. They were told to come over here, and so now they're over here in your home. So when they start cutting up, tearing up your shit in your house, just know you invited them in. Just know you invited them in. Be distracted by the fact that Shannon Sharp was sitting there in sneakers with no socks. Oh, I didn't watch that. I'm alone. I'll meet you outside. Never was too big. So let's talk about that. So Cat Williams, I know people call him a crackhead. People call him crazy. People say he's this, he's jealous, he this, he that. But sometimes, people speak the truth. Hey, the hood table. How are you, baby? Happy New Year to you. People speak truth, and we don't want to believe that is the truth because of the messenger that is coming from. They deliver a message, and you don't want to believe it because you want to call him a crackhead, you want to call him a drunk, you want to call him crazy, you want to give these people all these names. But that man spoke a lot of truth, and he spoke a lot of lies. So it's up to us to decipher the two, which was a lie, but again, it was all entertainment. He's an entertainer. So he continued to entertain during that interview because that's what he do. So some was lies and some was the truth. Some areas debunked the truth. Some areas, you know, some content creators and different channels, you'll see Ice Cube and different people debunk the truth, Ricky Smiley, everything. But there was some truth to that. And one truth that I kind of found interesting about that Money Mike thing, about the Money Mike thing, you know, and then they debunked that and said that no, Ricky Smiley was chosen to be Money Mike, but they thought he would be a better Santa Claus and chose Cat Williams. But Cat Williams had his ass all out there. They said, is he losing his mind? Is he ranting or is he telling the truth? I believe a lot of people speak the truth. And my dad, again, my dad was a very, very wise man. And my dad and I had a great relationship and we talked a lot. And he would always say things. And he always said, a drunk man speaks a sober mind. That's a fact. A drunk man speaks a sober mind. When you are under the influence, you say a lot of things that you want to say to people. You do a lot of things that you probably want to do to people. But you have more courage because you under the influence. So you more liberal than any other time. There's really no restraints. And so even though he was high or drunk, I'm sure he was speaking some truth when it came to the comedians. I think from 2023, the middle of 2023, we just start seeing what we call the years of exposure. A lot of people will be exposed for the things that they do and why they do it. And you'll have people come forward just to spill the tea on other people. So I believe he was telling a whole lot of truth as well, Trina B. I think he was telling a whole lot of truth. And when you tell truth like that, again, even in this little YouTube world, in these sectors, when you're linked with people and you're doing the same thing with people and you're working with people, you're making plays with people, you create entertainment with people, it's very hard for you to unlink yourself because you know too much about each other. That's why a lot of times you have to step lightly. You have to step lightly when you deal in a linked up situation because everybody knows your business. Everybody knows what part you played. What part you played, because you played a part. You just didn't sit there innocently. You played a part. And because of that, they know a lot about you. So Cat Williams ran in that circle. So he know a lot about them. They all know about each other. They all know what it takes to get parts on, you know, different productions, different shows. They know what they have to do. And again, I told you, I'm always a believer. You know, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I love it. I believe that you have to do certain things to get certain parts. And you have so many entertainers that's telling us that, but most people don't want to believe it because they don't want to believe that the people who they like so much, they care about so much, who's their favorite politician, who's their favorite actor, who's their favorite actress, their entertainer, they don't want to believe that they caught up in that shit, but they are. They are. Okay, let's see. Maybe they were no shoe socks. Oh yeah, I thought Shannon Sharp outfit was nice. Whether he had shoes on, socks or not, I thought he was well dressed. Very, and I never seen him not well dressed. Maybe that's just your pet peeve, something you don't like. But it didn't bother me at all because he was inside a studio, a well-laid studio, may I say. He got a very nice studio. So I believe he was telling some truth and some lies. And again, he's an entertainer. So he's just still entertaining. I just saw something this morning when Ice Cube had responded to the interview saying that Ricky Smiley was never offered a job as Money Mike. Actually, Hood Table, he said at first they did think that Ricky Smiley would be good for the Money Mike role. But after they, I guess, was watching him and stuff, they thought that he would be better as Santa Claus. But Ice Cube did say that. I think you could go back and watch that because I watched that part twice. Ice Cube said at first he did think to put Ricky Smiley as Money Mike, but then he thought that he would be better as the Santa Claus, and that Cat Williams would be better as Money Mike, the pimping scene, right? Something like that. He said that, and so did Ricky Smiley agent said that he was picked for Money Mike, but then they thought when he got home they was going to offer him the role, and then they said no, he would be better as the Santa Claus, and that was good for him. So I don't know. Hey, YouTube camera, thank you, baby, for joining me. Yeah. So I don't know. So what I'm gonna do after I said that, I was thinking about. I think I spoke about that earlier too. How they just dropping people down off the platforms for money. To me, that interrupts the flow of things. Whether you like me or not, and you don't like what I'm contributing to the panel, I don't think it's cool to drop someone. Hold on, I'm gonna drop this link right quick so you could come up and tell me what you think. Hold on, you could add to the conversation if you want to. Purple Peach said no, he auditioned for Money Mike, and Ice Cube said when they saw Cat, they thought he was a better fit. Okay, so his agent said different. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So I might be wrong. Maybe I'll go back and watch that because I did think Ricky Smiley agent, who has been with him for years, said he was offered the Money Mike, or they were under the impression that he was going to be Money Mike, and then they changed it. When they got home, they noticed they called him back and offered him the Santa Claus role. So, yeah, Cat is a storyteller. He's an entertainer. So, what do we want from him? You know? So I don't know. Like I said, he's an entertainer. I disagree at Miss T. Ricky was only offered an audition for the role and didn't get the part, so they offered him. Oh, okay. Okay, even Ricky couldn't. Okay, all right. Thank you, baby. See, y'all would know. Listen, I have fast watched this so I can be wrong anytime, but I appreciate y'all correcting me because I thought I heard Ricky Smiley and his agent said that he was offered the Money Mike. Did y'all see that one? Hold on. Let me make sure this is my sugar before I draw. Hold on. That's you, Sassafras?
That's me.
Hey, baby. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. You
What
sound
y'all
a
over
little
here
tired.
chatting about?
Huh?
Oh, what did you say? I'm sorry.
You sound a little tired. You've been running the streets?
Girl, work and running the streets, okay?
Okay, I hear you. What's up, baby?
Nothing. Just came up here to say hey to you and hey, what's up,
Thank you.
everybody in the chat. I saw y'all when I first came over here, you was talking about our second cousins on our daddy's side.
Yeah.
And
I
then I
see
went to
you.
make huh?
Go ahead.
Then I
Okay.
went to make my coffee, and then y'all was talking about Cat Williams, but my dad is like, watch the interview. But I'm like, Daddy, it's like almost 3 hours. So I'm gonna clean up and watch it
Mhm.
today. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was not gonna be focused during the work week. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch it. So I can't wait. So I don't have too much to expound on that, except for Cat Williams is a Virgo.
I don't do, yeah. But I don't know too much about signs. I don't do signs.
I know, but
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, anyway, so we'll see. But I do want to. I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it in detail. But
Yeah,
what you think about our new cousins, honey?
they're your family members. You
Excuse
know,
me.
they're your cousins. I've seen you visiting your cousin's house
Nah,
too.
I didn't say. Listen, I'm very strategic about that verbiage. I say they're y'all's cousin on
No,
y'all
no,
dad.
no, they're not my
Yeah,
cousins.
yes, yeah, yeah. Yes,
They the
ma'am.
part of the family way, 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 way down that I never met. And everybody have family members they never met, right?
They be at the family reunion cutting up.
But they
Okay,
be way in the back
okay.
smoking weed because they know the
Exactly.
family don't accept
Exactly.
their ass. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Those are cousins. and the aunties that got their own table way back
You
in
like
the park.
listen, the ones you don't ask to bring nothing, because baby, if
Nothing.
you asking to bring some brown liquor, we like nigga, we was talking about some VSOP or some Hennessy.
Right.
You done brought some E&J in this bitch. Go sit your ass down.
Never. Yes, some family members I don't even invite to the cookout because I know they're gonna tear my
Ooh.
shit up.
Baby, they will tear it up. Do you hear me?
Tear
But
it
you
up
know,
quick.
before the beef sector clearly invaded, I really enjoyed over there. I could only watch, not could only watch, but I would only watch just a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that was from time to time, but it was funny. I mean, they're clearly running plays and skits, and they all know each other, and
Right.
it was fun. Now I'm turning on there, and I'm seeing beef sector people on the panel. They're trying to figure stuff out. They're inserting themselves. And quite honestly,
Mm.
I don't like it. It's like, oh, damn. Now I got to see y'all over here for hours
Yeah.
too. I don't
Like they
care for it.
followed you, right? You was hanging out there a while back because I remember you would say a little bit of something about
Little
what your
bit.
family
Yep.
found you. That's one thing you can't hide from roaches and rats.
Ooh. Ooh, let me take a sip
Uh-uh.
of my expensive coffee.
And that's no shade to nobody,
I
y'all. It's
know.
just
I
that
mean, hey, we just being a
you
little,
know,
yeah, but it's true. You can't
you
always
can hide
hide.
from them. No,
I
they
love
gonna find you.
I'm gonna find me another hiding spot though, because I really enjoy. That's how I keep my sanity. That's how I don't get like overly involved with these people, because I just be sneaking off to other places. I saw Mz.Teavalocity 2 years ago at the lead attorney, and baby, I don't even know we spoke to each other. I think we was just like, oh hey girl, hey, kept it, baby. We be moving it. We just be
Yep,
silently
the
moving
lead attorney. I still watch the lead attorney every now and then. I was really over there for that Tasha K thing with him, but he's very
Exactly.
smart. He's
Exactly.
kind of cocky sometimes and arrogant,
Oh,
but I don't think
he gives off Oreo vibes.
very
But
much Oreo,
very
very
much
much
Oreo vibes,
Oreo.
but it's not really about him. That's how we got hooked on him when the
Yeah.
Tasha K stuff was going on, and then he was buying views, and I
Um,
found him to be extremely strategic and old school. He was paying for Larry Reed to come up there to talk to him,
I
and
remember.
paying for, you know what I mean? He really was very strategic, and I remember he went from
Right.
like 25,000 to 100,000. I was like, this nigga, at least I
And,
can appreciate it. At
and
least
he
he
sell it.
yeah, if you're gonna be messy, let's make some money. Purple, listen, you do not strike me as a Virgo. I don't know if you're Leo Virgo or Libra Virgo, but either way, you must be evolved. And that's what I say about cancers. Like you guys, people, one thing they say about cancers is they're overly emotional. If they're not evolved, yes, they are. But I don't think people look at me as an overly emotional person. So I get it. But purple, I really fuck with you, so I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I have friends that are Virgos, but they show those signs, those traits.
I
Just a
don't even
little
know that. I'm an
segment.
Aquarius. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not into, that
Yeah.
astrology. I'm not. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a sister who's a Virgo. I have a sister who's a Scorpio. I'm an Aquarius. I got another sister who's an Aquarius. So I don't know.
Well, we don't
I,
have to talk about signs.
I mean, I
Sassy,
don't
who
know
from
when it comes to
the
sign
sector?
what's true to them.
Sassy, who from the beef sector has invaded? Pizarro, Kimberly, Trish. But Trish, I have to, even
Oh,
though I can't stand Trish, she was over there invading a well long before them. But recently I've seen Kimmy involving, and I'm saying invaded, it's commentary, but Purple trying to get me to be messy on this Saturday morning. I can dig it. But yeah, it's not fair for me to say, because people can go
it
wherever the
really
hell they want to go. I just don't want to go and see them talking for hours. I don't. I mean, they have their own. They have their own platform.
so
Even
you
my
wish
power.
that you enjoy them separately.
Yes, thank you for giving me.
Okay.
Yeah, I just enjoy. Yeah, it. Well, if yeah.
So I
Yeah.
see
Let's
what
do
you're
that.
saying. You
Yes.
enjoy it separately, and that's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like the B sector. I have watched some over there. Like I said, they just a different breed of people to me. And I don't want to get wrapped up. For me, I don't want to get too wrapped up in uh in that commentary, that type of
And the
commentary.
thing about it is that a lot, like, and then I heard Lemon was over there, and
Lemon
he
been everywhere. Let's talk about Lemon. Let's
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
let me
Lemon.
say this. So Lemon's over there. He's clicking the link. He's
Yep.
he doesn't know the story. He doesn't know the backstory. I've been over there over a year. It would be the same if somebody, well, and people do this to us. They click our links trying to tell us about us. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, like, what are y'all doing? And then they're ruining the plays. We that are over there already understand the assignment. So even my trolling ass, I don't click the links over there. I do troll them in the chat, you know what I mean? But I
Mhm,
troll them. Y'all know how I troll. Like, I'm a reverse troll. So I'm saying,
mhm,
you know, like real nice stuff, you know what I'm saying? But they know I'm fucking with them. But
mhm.
it's because I understand that it's a play. I don't have to keep calling out, this is fake, this is a play, or let me try to analyze. It ain't nothing to analyze. There are a bunch of friends that's having fun, that's acting a fool. That's it. Like, just stay in the chat.
So let me ask you now that you said that, that brings me to this question. Hey, Cruiser, good morning, baby. So you saying you know as a play and you just enjoy it as entertainment, so you don't try to ruin the play, but you know a lot of this are just plays because they all friends and family and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you enjoy plays.
Yeah, I enjoy,
Okay.
yeah, just like all of us. We all grew up on loving hip hop, and let's say of the last 10 or 15 years, loving
Mhm,
hip hop and Married to Medicine and this is this
mhm.
and this is that. There was a million shows that we all watched all the time. It's the same thing to me. It's just on an amateur level.
Mm. So, like I said, it's all entertainment. Everybody is here to get the bag the best way they can.
Well, let
Uh,
me say this real quick. Donna Hughes and hey girl, I haven't seen you in a minute. Donna Hughes, Pizarro wasn't over there like that. Not she wasn't over there like that. And Jills, you don't like plays, but you're in the beef sector. So y'all telling me that Ness and Jay Dunn aren't running a play? Okay. I mean, we can either talk about it or we don't have to. I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out.
you would
I'm just,
seem like a lot of this stuff is plays because
come
they are,
on.
yeah. So in that retrospect, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, sassy shit. They are running the play on us. So
It's
we're
all
just
it's just
enjoying. It's
entertainment.
part of the entertainment, and if you take it as such, you'll be all right. Right? That's what we're saying. It's all
That's
entertainment.
that's all we're saying. It's not a big deal. Not for me. Now, some people get overly emotional. Look at the old heads in the chat. Facts of Life and Andy Griffin. Okay, now you ladies might be a few
I
years my
watched that.
senior. Okay, y'all might be a few years my
No,
senior.
I watched the Andy Griffin show, The Facts of Life. Okay, I watched a little bit, but the Andy Griffin, yeah,
I don't know.
Mulberry and all that, I was all for it.
I don't.
I
I
ain't seen
wasn't.
him
I
running
wasn't.
plays on me.
I wasn't in the Andy Griffin. Well, that was a script, y'all. Y'all know Andy Griffin is not. What was Andy? An attorney? Andy is not an attorney. Okay, he's
He was
not a
a
real person. Like,
the Andy Griffin show. He was a sheriff.
okay, see, I don't know. Again,
Him and
that was a
him
decade.
and
That was
Barney.
you guys are, my seniors. So okay, got it. But that was scripted. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
It
The
was
point is
scripted.
that
It
okay,
was
you know what I
scripted.
mean. The only
This
old school show I grew up on is because my grandmother loved it was and I still will watch it today is Columbo. I loved me
Columbo was one of
Columbo.
my favorite. Hey,
Loved Columbo. Yeah.
excuse me. I got one more question.
Uh-oh.
After he done left. No, that was Columbo.
Oh, was that what he said? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yes,
was
that's right. That's right. Yeah. And
he
when they
would
did,
leave
they
and he would
got
say,
off the,
"No,
yeah. Yes.
here's
Okay.
what one more question. Did you put the fingerprint on the
Right.
glass?" I used to love Columbo.
I
Yeah, I'm
love
old.
my grandmother made us watch the stories as we used to call them back in the day and Columbo and a lot of westerns. So those things I was watching on repeat. But anyway, the point is that you guys are well aware of all the scripted shows.
Right.
And I remember I did a not a thesis paper, but I did a dissertation on this for school, and it was the Jim Carrey movie. Oh, what was the Jim Carrey movie called? And it was about scripted like shows or reality TV, and he was in the fake land of somebody's gonna have to remember this movie, but he was in.
Oh, you talking about with the alien?
No,
Okay,
he
go
was in like his life was scripted and people were like watching it and they were like really glued to the TV show. But he lived in like a perfect neighborhood and it would be like fake rain and fake beaches. Golly.
ahead.
The no it's the Norman Show? Is that the name? Flower
Oh, there
Child?
was a show called The Norman Show. There
It
was
was Jim Carrey. And so is it the Norman Show? Okay, it was and that was like I did a paper on it because that was like my first time understanding reality TV show. The Truman Show. Thank you. I was like, it wasn't the I was like, wait a minute,
no,
the Truman Show. Thank
Black
you,
Sweet
Black
Show.
Sweet. That was such a good movie. And when you look at it in retrospect, you're like, oh my gosh. So that's how I view all of these things. And I wish that more people would as well. That it's pretty much, even if you don't think it's scripted, I threw a shot at Jay Dunn and Ness, but come on, like all the stuff that they say about each other, then they're just chit chatting. They have some type of relationship, and I'm not necessarily saying that it's a skit or a play in the like hardcore sense, but it is because I mean, if they're fighting, we all know that they're going to be back friends. So it's the same thing. And they have each other's phone numbers. They're telling each other very private information. So when you say you don't like plays, I mean, I could go on and on, but I know that those two won't get offended. So I'll leave it there. But if I was to really lay this shit out,
It's a play. It's okay. It's a play. We'll leave it at that. It's a play. And we're here for the entertainment.
that's
For
you.
the entertainment.
Let's agree on that in 2024.
Because we already know a lot of it's a play. Because
Absolutely.
certain things you don't play with.
Okay, because
Right?
I assure you, Miss
Certain
T,
things you don't play with.
I assure you, if you come up here talking bad about Sassy and up under her clothes, we're gonna have a motherfucking problem.
Well, first of all, I don't do that. But I know what you're saying.
That.
See, because so I guess that's where people say it's a play, because certain things, to me, people not going to allow it cross boundaries, and they don't play like that. So to them, this shit is a play, because it can't be for real.
It can't be for real. I mean, and the
real.
other thing is that when they're coming from high levels of trauma, it might be normal for them. It's not normal for me. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So, and even if I have to give commentary on you, I'm still kind of like, everybody thinks I'm a Billy badass, but I don't like giving commentary on people that I like. I spend the next day or two apologizing. My bad. I'm sorry. I know, but anyway.
Okay, so let's address this right quick, Sass. Let me hit it first. Latasha Phillips said, well, it ain't no play. Cooling in jail, praying for Cooling that she's okay, and her birthday was yesterday.
Well, I don't really care for Cooling that much. She's a play runner, and she's another play runner. She's very, very involved in the behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. But Latasha and Hey Girl, Cooling being in jail has nothing to do with YouTube. So
I don't think so. That's what I was about to say. I think we may be, some of us might be under the misunderstanding that she's incarcerated due to something on YouTube. I heard somewhere else that it has nothing to do with YouTube.
She said it out of her own mouth. So
okay. Hey, low pressure baby, what's going on, sugar? Happy New Year. I think Cooling is fine, child. Yeah, I think she's fine. I don't know where I was at. Cooling in the clink is real, but we talking about other stuff, right? That's again, decisions you make in life, even if it was something related to YouTube, you made a decision to do whatever you did. Those was your actions, and you have to deal with it, whether it was a play or not. Whatever you did, that's your behavior. You have to deal with it.
Yeah, and we're not, and let's say it doesn't, I mean, the plays don't have exclusivity. I mean, the plays sometimes lead to real life situations. I mean, that's the consequence that you take. So I mean, it's still they playing a little too much for me personally. If I still have young kids at home, I'm not going to go pull up on no damn motherfucker, and I'm in my mid-40s. That's ridiculous. That's beyond ghetto and irresponsible. So I mean, okay. But again, it has not. She said it had nothing to do with YouTube. Right. That it had to do with past situations.
Yeah, it was a past situation.
Yeah, so it is what it is, But yeah,
but again, that pulling up, even playing games like that.
Exactly.
I tell you what, my boys, and even with my boys, my grandchildren, anybody else around me, I hate to see them play fight. I don't allow it. I don't allow it.
Girl, I
There's
don't
no
like play fighting
because
either.
even when you play fight, if you get the best to someone, it turns into a real fight. So that's the same, no difference here. Even if you're doing this shit for show, if something happens by mistake, somebody goes off script, somebody don't get the assignment right of the play, it could turn real. It ain't worth it to me. I love
I
Andy
don't
Griffin.
look at
So
Mr. Cruiser. Lord have mercy.
I loved Andy Griffin. It was real, right? Him and Opie. One of my favorite babies. I love old
I
time
have to watch that on
classics.
TM. What is it? What TMC? Turner Movie Classics. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see. I
I
have
like
never
old
watched Andy
television.
Griffin. I don't think. Isn't that funny?
Andy
Uh,
Griffin and Barney was the drunk. He was in the
oh
paper
really?
every other day.
Oh, I like
So
that.
we
Okay.
have some of the same stuff going on here.
Yeah. So
It's
Latasha
just
says,
not Chris.
okay, well, why they bring it to our sector YouTube street? Shame on them. They didn't. I mean, did they bring it or did we invite it? Let's talk about that.
Well, Let's talk about what?
Did these other people invade our sector or did we invite them to our sector? Is it both? Is it what, like how, like?
I think we invited them over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think we invite, and it's okay. That's. I'm not going against anyone inviting anyone into their home. It's the way you allow them to act in your home, and eventually they will take over your home because again, people lose respect. That's just
Mm-hmm.
me. That's just me. No, we invited them. They didn't invade anything. They didn't come. We invited them. Over
Yeah.
here. So they over here now, and no one's. I don't know. Whatever comes of it, right?
I mean, listen, it's helping me to stay in the bushes. That's what I wanted for 2024 to, I can come over here and talk to the people that, are like-minded, but to, not have such a presence. I say that, then I'll click Mahia's link to cuss Trish out or something. But nevertheless, still kind of it helps me to scale back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I liked going over to other places because then I can, be missed in the beef sector. I just ran weary of being in the beef sector 24 hours a day, previous years. So I just started kind of moving around rather. I don't mind them necessarily over here like they were, like, dropping in, dropping out. Of course, you're going to have those people like Coolin that ingratiate themselves and who else? I probably can think of some other people, but she was on the top of my mind. But like I said, then when I start coming to beef sector or their sector, and I'm always seeing one of us over there or
Mm-hmm.
one of them, that's when I'm just like, oh man, like can we keep a little bit of, I don't know, separation? But it's too late now. It's up and it's stuck, and it's
It's
gonna,
okay
yeah.
because eh, there's no gates and keys and locks, and you free to go where you at. But I know what you saying is like me. I could go to my office, right, to get away from everyone, right? But then when
Mhm.
my grandkids come invading my office, when I come in, they got all this stuff over here, their tablets, and you almost invaded my space that I would use to get away from y'all.
That's it.
That's what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
I know
We
where you're coming
right.
from.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
your little getaway,
Yeah.
they done got you. They done caught you. They done caught you in your little getaway, your little hideaway.
Yeah. That's it in a
Now
nutshell.
it seems like we over there hitting links and stuff like that. So they said it's merging and it's networking, sassy. So it is what it is.
Child, the beef sector, listen, they can call it all those fancy names that they want to. They're making minimum wage and they over there for content. Hey, it is what it is, but they're ruining. What did I say? Why you got wide eye? Oh Lord.
You said, go.
Minimum wage. They're working for
Yeah.
minimum wage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because my type of networking, yeah, it relates to
That's
coins.
why
So
I said it depends on the networking. I
mhm.
don't want to network with somebody really on my level, to be honest. I want to network with someone bigger than me so I can evolve and I can get where they going and surpass them if possible. So it depends on what people call networking. I'm not downplaying them. It's networking. That's what they do over here. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay. Yeah,
just
you
in
know,
the,
they sound so condescending, child. I thought it was called
I was
being.
about to say, it sounds like, yeah. So
Oh, okay. Well, I do mean it. I'm 100, 100, 100% mean it. I don't understand that kind of,
but
it
it
has
is
got,
what it is for this area, for here is networking. But if
okay.
you have
I,
you noticed that you see some people somewhat, hey Stacy baby, you see some people somewhat what moving away from this area or trying to move away
no,
from,
no, I don't. I just think that it's, no, I just think that they listen, when you come on every single day, and I agree with what you just said, phenomenal. But when you come on every single day, um, it's hard to
yeah.
create that type of content, and
Mhm.
it's definitely difficult to create that kind of content with people
I
that you've been
can't do it.
talking to every day for 4 years. So
Yeah.
you have to kind of reach out. So I
Mhm.
personally feel like when VS was doing it, they were sitting back watching, right? They probably, I don't know, but I would assume that they had some negative things to say about her interacting and in so-called invading that space.
Let's talk about that, Sassy. You go
How,
ahead. Because
yeah,
that's
how,
where I say the hypocrisy comes in here. Because they
uh-huh.
all go ahead, Sassy.
Yeah, just to end that note, because then, she came in February 2023. Here we are almost at February
Mhm.
2024, a year later. Then now they're like, okay, VS has done the groundwork. This is my opinion. Now it's time. Now, you know what? Maybe she was onto some shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can get some coins and get some plays started and get some controversy and sneak in here in these people's situation. But VS already did it. It's kind of like what it's monkey see, monkey do, and I do mean monkey.
Oof. Well, okay. You always, but
Mhm.
that's the thing I'm saying. The hypocrisy. There are more damn hypocrite content creators over here than I've ever seen, but I don't go any place else because they complained about that same thing when VS, you right, was over there networking, right? She was
Mhm.
going to other sections. They said she was over there because she wasn't wanted over here. She was invading those. She was making moves with that sector. She invited them in, but at first she had a problem. Now let's go. Let's go back. She had a problem with sectors mixing too when she first came home. She had a big problem with the black sector, the beef sector mixing with the Mo3 and the black sectors. There's so many, the manospheres and all. She had a problem herself. Then she saw where she could make money. And so she decided that she would go, hey, Tony, baby, she would go and do it. And she made money. She made
Mhm.
money for her. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
Now people talked about it, but now they doing the same damn thing.
It's always like that. I'm
They
telling
talked
you.
about Pizarro, and I'm gonna say they talked about Pizarro and Bree and Lady Nika and them. I'm just saying this, dropping people off their panel,
Oh, girl.
and Ness is doing the same thing. And I was
Oh,
kind of
Ness is doing
shocked
it
at
now.
Ness. I was
Ness is
really
doing.
shocked at
Wait a
her.
minute. Hold on. Ness is doing it now.
They dropped Jay Dunn 3 times yesterday for money. And my
Girl.
thing is, you said Ness, you dogged them out about that, and I'm gonna say her name. You said that's effed up. They do it. You preached about it for a good 2 months when those girls was over there doing the same thing. Those ladies, if I said girls, it's because I'm an older woman. But they were over there, and now, damn, this I watch you. I wake up last night and watch you. You dropping J Dunn for money, and people paying you to drop her. You talked about them like shit for doing it. See, so it's almost as if people set the precedence to do something different to make money a different way, you all talk about them, but then you come right behind them and do
And
it a
copycat.
couple of months
I
later.
see, I see no pressure. And Stacey Roberson, happy Saturday to you guys. Trying to make this
Oh,
point that Pizarro was over there before VS. She was mildly over there, but Tracy was over there before all of them.
well,
If we want
Tracy was over there a long time ago, and
before
Pizarro
all
was
of
over
them.
there.
So I understand that some people like to talk in semantics and or very, very specific, right? So when I say that VS opened up the door,
She was,
I was over there before VS. Tony was over there before VS. I don't
Tony
mean all of
Montana
us.
been going over there for
Right,
a
Montana
long
been
time.
going over there. I'm not talking about every single person. I'm saying about them. If you don't understand the way that I discuss things, I'm talking about in totality. VS knocked the motherfucking door open with 1,000 people in the chat, and most of us were watching her talk to them, watching those interviews, and most of y'all followed that lead. Not me, not Tony. And Pizarro was dibbling and dabbling, but they didn't give her no play. So I mean, it's just all shenanigans to me.
No, no,
You
no.
know,
You speaking
now,
you
yeah,
speaking
I mean,
facts,
come
and a
on
lot
now.
of people don't like to hear facts. We're not taking anything away from it. We just telling you facts. It's the truth. They talked about that girl when she first came out, though. But I'm going both ways. When VS first came out, she talked about the beef sector, allowing people to come over here and make money off us. She was totally against it. A month later, she said,
Now, I
"Aha."
don't remember that. I have to say that I don't remember her being totally.
Hold
I
on.
don't. I'm just saying I don't remember. I'm not saying you're not remembering correctly. I'm just speaking up to say I don't remember that little, but that's a small part.
That's a
Then
small part. Well, I do remember that. I
Okay.
do remember that she was on Jane's platform. She spoke about it,
Okay.
and she was on her, and she said she at first she had a problem. How do we let other people come in here and make money? But then she said, "Aha! I see a way I can make money and network too." And then she decided to network and start really bringing them over here, like on her platforms,
Well,
interviewing and
then
stuff like that.
yeah, then in that case, I can translate that to say,
Okay.
I would then translate that to say, how are you guys allowing people over here and you're not making any money or getting any traction? Let me show you how to fucking do it. That's how I translate that. And it seemed like, and I spoke about this in the recap. It seemed like as soon as she found out that the crew, Lady Nika,
Stacey
Bree,
Robinson is saying it. Go ahead.
Pizarro, as soon as she found out that that she couldn't get any traction from them, she's like, okay, well, I know where I can get traction from. And that's the part that they're monkey see, monkey doing, saying, okay, I'm not getting any traction. So let me come over here. But it's still
Exactly.
different, right? She brought them back to her
Her
channel,
channel.
right?
Exactly.
She
And
made
she
the
made
money,
money off them first. She went
right?
over there and let her presence be known. Then she saw a way to make money and she brought him back over here. Pizarro brought him over here a while back, but most of all, they're really coming over here after her dance hall challenges because one of
That was a month ago. That's what I'm saying. What are we talking about? That was a month ago. I'm talking about, yeah, like people, people tend to have short-term memory. They tend to forget that Pizarro it doesn't celebrate Christmas, but got her Christmas gift stolen from a car. So sometimes I have to take what they say I have to take what they say with a grain of salt because they forget like basic details that I'm like, did y'all forget that? So
Well, it's so much shit down here, Sassy. I have to be honest. We tend to forget, or we just forget. Let me say it like that. We tend to forget for real. I forget, but I do remember that happened because I was like, wow. And then now everyone is commingled. They all together, and we'll just see everything develop. That's all.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I think I think it's very curious. I'm very curious to see how it's going to play out because see, our second cousins on our daddy's side are not dumb by any stretch of the
Oh
imagination.
no, they was talking about it yesterday. Once you start, if you watch one or two things of them, they'll start coming across your news feed. And I happen to drop down and heard them talk real bad about us, real bad about not us, our family, our side of the family here.
Okay.
They were talking real bad about them that they thought they was gonna make money and they was gonna make money off of them and da 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 da. Da. Who the f they think, asking questions. They was going in over there. So
I think I saw that on Trigger Man. Is that what you're talking about?
it could have been Trigger
Okay.
Man.
You know me. I like to name names, child.
Yeah, the trigger. It could have been Trigger Man
I think I
because I
saw a
was
little.
watching Trigger Man. It could have been. I was watching the Most Hate blog. Sometimes I just watch and see what I can get out of it. But I
I
could
got.
tell you this. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, I was gonna say I think I got blocked in Most Hated Bloggers chat last night because I kept
Oh
trolling.
well, he talked. Yeah, he talks shit
Yeah,
about.
he likes he likes this wop, you know what I'm saying? But I'm used to that, you know what I'm saying? Sight unseen, you know what I'm saying? I'm used
Oh,
to that. But no, he's listen, he's a big troll. And trolls tend to be attracted to me, hint hint. But
You
But
shady bitch, but
shady,
okay.
honey. I'll shade them all, honey. I'll
Yeah,
just
I
knock them
see.
down, baby.
I see.
But I thought it was funny. It was very, very funny. The night before, it was funny. And then the next night, and then I was told not to go back over there, but I'm hard headed. So I went back over there last night, and I got blocked. So to my friend who doesn't want me to engage, don't worry about it. I got blocked, bitch. The motherfucking second night I got blocked. So I'm good. So there will be no romance between MHB and Sassy. Damn it. I'm always
Oh, you
fucking.
got blocked?
Yeah.
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 Ah.
Oh
mm.
well.
Well, I'll tell you this. For me, I don't mind every now and then watching from the clouds, but I wouldn't drop down. I would. Now you know who Big Baby remind me of? Now this is
Who?
just me. Cookie Monster, a young version of Cookie.
Really? She's not
No,
as she's not as brutal though.
Max Boogie remind me of a young Cookie Monster.
Yes.
Maybe I meant
Yes.
Max
There
Boogie.
you
I
go.
meant Max Boogie,
Yeah.
not Little
There you
Baby.
go. Yeah.
Max
Yeah.
Boogie
Yeah. For sure.
reminds me. I was telling Diva, she reminds me of a young Cookie Monster.
And you know who Max reminds me of?
Who?
Of a smarter, less crazy version of Diva Tomboyish.
See, I haven't watched her. I don't know much about her. Mm-mm. I don't
Yeah,
watch her.
Diva's off her rocker. Max, she takes care of her kids. You know, she's like, you could tell, like, she's just a real, like, down to earth mom. You could tell when she starts talking
Oh.
about, yeah, smart stuff. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, she can talk on an intelligent, not to say that Diva can't, but Diva got a tick. Diva, she got a tick and she says it,
Mhm.
not to say that Max doesn't, but Max just
Mhm.
seems to be more grounded. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. She just reminded me a young version of Cookie Monster when
Yeah.
Cookie Monster came on the scene. Cookie Monster, I don't care what nobody say. I always enjoy Cookie Monster. She was a beast with her mouth. She was a beast.
Is she
I
still
like.
around?
She is, but she's not doing this. She's in Patreon doing something totally different.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, good for
Yeah,
her. For her.
that girl says she spent some real time in jail. She dealing with real life. She got some real shit
Mhm.
she want to talk about. She wasn't about to go back and forth. It looks easy sometimes to run up in the beef sector and go for certain people and drag them and
That's
all
right.
that and come for. But one thing about the beef sector, what I do know is they will stick together. They
That not
will stick together.
Absolutely. And also, No Pressure says, I think the Mo 3 has accomplished their goal. The beef sector is talking about them, but they're talking about us too.
They talk
So,
about yeah.
but see, the one thing about the beef sector, they'll talk about you this week and next week, we won't even know the Mo 3, baby. Let some stuff get popping in the beef sector, honey. We'll be over here. And like I'll talk for me and Tony. Well, and I can't talk for Tony because Tony was over there deep. But for me, when the beef sector got boring or it got redundant, and there's certain people that I don't watch, so it doesn't take up a lot of my time. So if I'm not watching Pizarro and I'm not Jay Wilson this, I literally did not watch Pizarro for a year. So then I don't. So there's 4 or 5 hours of my day, and then I wouldn't even watch Pizarro on anybody else's panel. So that means I'm not watching Nika. That means I'm not watching Bree. So that's 10 hours of my day when y'all are in the B sector that I'm doing something else. You see what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
that's how I balanced it, and that's how I I'm like, okay, and I enjoyed it. I really did. I liked last year. It wasn't so chaotic. And then last night, Ness had a chaotic live, and I found myself not really enjoying it because it was so chaotic. And I was just like, I couldn't make heads of tails. I can't stand when people are talking over tea. People are giggling for no reason.
I
People are,
think
go ahead, because I'm gonna
no,
keep
I think people get intoxicated and they just jump on goddamn platforms. That's what I see. And
Yes.
they interrupt the flow. They just start talking out of turn. It is not a pleasure to watch. One thing I don't think is a pleasure to watch when you can't get heads or tails of what's going on because everybody talking over everybody. I don't like that, and all that dropping, you cutting this fucking show to drop people. I was really surprised she started doing that when she talked so heavily against it. So that's why I call bullshit and I call fake. You know, I
It,
just
I
call
mean, it is, yeah, it's it, and you're fond of Ness, right? Generally speaking.
I don't really I don't I
Okay,
watch.
but you're fond of JD for sure.
Yeah, Jay Dunn, yeah,
Okay,
but
okay,
Ness, I watch her, but it
okay,
ain't
okay.
like every now and then.
So I want to say this from somebody who's actually fond of Ness. You're fond of JD. JD
Right,
has been my crazy cousin for
right.
at least 2 years now. Okay, so that
Hmm.
makes this is a very neutral conversation then. So, but what again? Not like dogging them or anything. It's just point blank, period, factual that whatever they got going on, they're friendly with each other and they're extremely familiar with each other. So that makes whatever argument they have, it makes it null and void because they're going to be right back on each other's platforms, right back in each other's chats, and right back
Right,
on the phone,
right.
right? And in addition to that, now you're getting money for kicking your associate or whatever the hell they want
Hmm.
to call each other off. So then that could be deemed as a play. And
Hmm.
then the whole like just coming online for
Hmm.
hours.
Mm.
And mind you, y'all can't talk because it's 600 of y'all in that chat. And y'all
Hmm.
are there the entire time. So miss me with the bullshit that you don't like plays and you don't like this and that. That was pure chaos. And I
Yes.
was like, and I had to think, and I was like, is this what I was watching with Pizarro? It seemed to be more fun, but hindsight is 2020. Perhaps
Hmm.
it was the exact same chaos, but it was so like incoherent. And I was
Yeah.
like, all of them are on pills, all of them are drunk. And that's no shade, except for Jay Dunn, because she naturally high.
And she
Um,
was over.
yeah, she definitely sober. Um,
You heard
all
the slurring.
all of the words are slurring. We're trying to get to the T. The guy
You
King
can't.
Kampala comes up to address Lemon. They stay on the panel for 2 or 3 hours before I go to sleep. I'm going back and forth. Soon I'm coming back. Like, surely they're not going to be talking about Lolo's color of choice of her hair when I get
Mhm.
back. Oh no, they're talking about something else irrelevant when I come back. And I'm like, when are y'all getting to the T of these two men being able to hash out whatever the fuck Lemon? The K.
Yeah.
I said,
I
Sassy,
never
you up?
saw it. I never saw Lemon and that gentleman. I didn't even know who KOK was because I was asleep. I woke up and I turned. I saw Ness was on. I watched a little bit of it, and then I went back to sleep. I woke up. She was still on. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, so she was about to head out. But what got me was she kept dropping Jay Dunn for money, and I thought you
It's
doing
so
the
weird.
same shit you talked about Pizarro, Bria, Nika, and them doing over here. And now, Ness, you're doing the same thing, and you talk so harshly of those ladies for doing it. You made
Listen,
your own commentary for at least a half an hour or more one night. I was there on them dropping people and how it takes away. And then now you're doing the same thing, and y'all dropping the same person, Jay Dunn.
listen, I wonder if these people, can we talk about this? I had somebody do a little short segment on me, basically telling me how much they don't like me, right? And the reason why they don't like me is because I know it's ridiculous, but the reason why they don't like me, not because of what I've done, but because I support Miss Dovey, right? Now, this person has been in some serious, serious YouTube drama, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I never spoke on it. It's old drama. It's 2018-ish drama. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They've been in, I mean, just scandalous, honey. I'm talking about scandalous. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We've got so many
That's
questions.
you. Oh wait, hold on. Is that you?
Yeah, I've been listening in the clouds. How
Okay.
are you?
Hey,
How are
hey,
you? Go ahead,
let me
Seth.
finish this real quick.
Yeah,
So this
finish the
person,
second.
saying how much that they don't like me because I supported Miss Dovey, yet they were in their own YouTube very scandalous situation, and then they go on and say other things or whatever. And I was just thinking, are people serious with these double standards? Like,
Yeah, they
what,
said.
why are you judging me off of who you think I like or who I do like? But the people's chats that I see you in are scamming, faking, lying, chaotic. It's just a ridiculous thing to be judging people because of, who you think that they may be associated with. What's up, Don? Happy
They
Saturday.
do it all the time. That's what I'm saying. It's so
Happy
hypocritical.
Saturday.
Watch it.
It's so ridiculous.
Watch it with like, oh, okay, here's the shit you talked about a dog like somebody else. Now you doing the same shit. There's really no person on here who has great individuality. I'm just gonna say that as a content creator. It's just like you follow the leader. Go ahead, JD. What's happening, baby?
Well, Mz.Teavalocity, once I heard you say that you had watched Nessus last night, I
Mm-hmm.
had to come up here because, see, that's the reason why when I was over here on your platform and
Mm-hmm.
I refused to do any type of truce with Laurie,
Yes. Yep.
this is what she does.
Now
She
I did
does that
see
all
that
the
part.
time.
I did see that part, and I was glad
And
that
this
Yep.
you.
and this is the reason why you couldn't get peace with us because
Yep.
I have tried to have peace with her about four
Mm.
times in 2023. And
Yep.
I
she turned around and do that same thing. And
I
that's
was
the reason
glad
why.
that you said something because I missed that. I didn't know anything about y'all being on T-Velocity. I didn't know
Yeah.
that y'all were friends in the
She
past. I
tried.
didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And when I heard that, I was like, "Well, Lori, why you be dogging her out then? Like, what's going on?"
Yep. She sure did.
Me
And
and her was just
she
on Miss
sure
T
did.
Velocities about a week ago. And
Yep.
she was like, Jay Dunn, what can we do to make
Yep.
peace? How
What?
can we get yes? And
And
Miss
they
T
double
Velocity was
say nothing.
yeah, and Miss T Velocity was like, well, y'all used to be friends. I said, no, Miss T Velocity. I said, this is the third or fourth time that me and Laura done had this type of conversation. I
What do
said
you
she
think
gonna
that is?
always try to join, huh?
I'm sorry, girl. What do you think that's about, Don? Like, what's going on?
I believe she is a follower. She has always been. Even
Damn.
whenever me and her were cool, she was a follower. She
Oh,
followed Five Babe and QB. She followed
damn.
Sean Bradley. She followed everybody. And now she following Ness and them. And that's
Damn.
what it is.
But
Well,
okay, but let me say this. You heard me and Miss T Velocity saying you and Ness are playing, y'all just playing because y'all fuck with each other, okay? So what is does she not understand that? I mean, it's very clear that y'all like each other.
Well, to be honest, I don't know, Sassy. She honestly is under the impression that everybody can't stand me. She even pulled it over here on Miss T Velocity. And Miss T Velocity ain't even a messy channel.
mhm.
And she tried to act like Miss T Velocity and Queen Diva did not like me, and that's not the case at all.
That's not
No,
true. You can't
no,
make
that's not
everybody
true.
She
not
tried
like somebody.
she tried to make them. And that's why Miss T Velocity tried to have us have this come to Jesus meeting that I knew was not gonna work
Yeah,
because
you said
Lori
it
turned
though.
around and do the same thing over again.
Well, I'm gonna
Yep.
tell you this. I was surprised by you last night. That portion that I saw, I think you did really well. I don't know what happened. Like I said, I was in and out, but I did see that part, and I
I
think you
did see
did
that
really
part.
well. It seemed like it was like a growth. Like I was like, done
I
normally. Now
did.
you put you was kind of ugly with the shade, but so what? Because what she had done, was whatever, right?
Mhm.
But the way you handled it was like, girl, like what?
Mhm.
It was very just like communicative. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally communicated why y'all can't be cool, what she had previously done for those of you who had missed it, and it was
Mhm.
just concise. And I was like, okay, done. I like this. Like it ain't no need to like go super duper low
She never
or
did. Never
drag.
did. She just
She
said,
said one thing about the
mhm.
sickness that but that's done. Like I said, it was kind of it was whatever the point I'm trying to make is like I get it. They were going, but that was just one thing. But anyway, I know I'm going on and on like I'm drunk. It's just this coffee, but it's I just girl, I'm hyped. But I was glad to see you respond that way because it made me. It wasn't just a dragging session. It made me like say, well, now what now? How you gonna just do this a week ago? And I didn't know it was a week ago. All you said was
No, it was last week. It was
that's
It
last
was last week.
week.
Oh,
Wasn't it last week? I was surprised at Lori too because she asked Jay Dunn. Let me just get this out, JD. She
okay.
asked her basically for a truce. And when JD didn't really much oblige and say, well, we done did this like 4 times. And then we had Jamila in like with Jamila, who's a real friend of JD and mine as well. She was saying it to happen before. I was kind of shocked. So, and then not hold on, JD. Shortly after that, we go to somebody else's live, and she's back at Jay Dunn again. And Jay Dunn mentioned it again. So I don't know what that is with Lori. I don't know if that is let me fit in to get in where I'm at type thing. Me and Lori has no problem. I don't know what that is. You know, I don't know what it is.
Lori here? I just want to ask her a question. Is Lori here? Lori, you since you watch
she
people,
normally comes over here.
Yeah.
She normally comes over, but she
I really want to ask her some questions. Go ahead.
They were on the live until 3:30 this morning or 3:00.
Oh.
They were on the live, right, JD? Because you left around maybe 2:30 or 3.
Yeah, that's correct. But this is the thing that bothers me about what Lori is trying to pull, and that's why I cannot f with her at all, at all. Because even on your platform, Lori claimed that she was going to try to go to a court on me.
What?
But you, yeah.
I didn't hear
she claimed that she claimed that I doxed her. But everybody know her damn name is Lori because her damn name is Lori. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
So she claimed that she was gone. I'm telling you, she is a follower. Even her TikTok is her full government name. On TikTok, where she was over here bragging to us about some man she found on TikTok. Your government name is over there, Lori. You asked everybody to go to your TikTok to see who you was conversing with over there. Remember, she was telling us about it, Mz.Teavalocity.
I remember because she was.
And now she running around YouTube saying that I doxed her and she gonna go to a court. And see, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah,
that's why right. That's why she had pulled up her keys and all this kind of stuff. Talking about she want to take a drive, and she do the most. And the thing is, Lori, I didn't even address her. That's the same thing I did at Nest's last night. Is the same thing I did when I came here at Mz.Teavalocity. I didn't even address.
Don't forget
she started addressing me.
Don't forget Triple Red.
Yeah, at Triples, at Brianna's, it's gonna happen everywhere.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
There's something. Yeah, there's something there.
Yeah, it's something there, JD. No matter what she did, because she definitely asked you for a truce and then turned around and did that. I don't know. Lori's not here to defend herself. Of course, y'all know I like Jay Dunn and I like Lolo too. And I just say they just stay distance. That's all. You handled that real well last night.
Yeah, you did. You really did, Jay.
So what's up with just dropping shit, Jay Dunn? Why you keep going up there for them to drop you?
Well, honestly, I wasn't aware that they were going to even do that. Not last night. No, I didn't know that was going to happen over on Ness, because you're right. Ness is a hypocrite. Ness has vented so much about the whole dropping thing over there up on the spaceship and with Brianna. She done drugged them for filth because of it. But then the same thing happened. Now, I will tell you, last night, I got tired of Lori. Because I don't know if Lori was doing that to get me dropped. So that's why I dropped Lori.
Oh, you dropped Lori.
Because it could very well. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she
because
how much does it cost to drop?
So the first time somebody paid like $10 for 10 minutes. That's kind of how Ness was doing it. Yeah. And she had already said that she might not be on for too much longer. And I had already been dropped about 2 or 3 times. So I sent $50 for me to be back and to drop Lori. Because I was sick of Lori. Because I think that Lori was the one that might have been doing that.
So at this point, because what do you call you sending $500 to drop Sassy? That's how much it's gonna cost, Cruiser.
I'm about to drop,
baby. Baby,
you gone.
Hey,
now,
baby.
Sassy, listen, I hit you up in the back end and give you
okay. That's how we gonna do that.
We gonna do that shit like this, Sassy. Let me drop you for $5, and then I'm gonna hit you up in the back end and give you
like, what's up? Buy me lunch. Buy me lunch. Okay, look, Cruiser, come on with it. But done. Okay, I got a question for you. Now I know
Yeah.
you enjoy your role and your assignments as the neighborhood, truth bone carrier slash, annoyance and all that. I know you get a kick out of it. But
Uh-huh,
what
I do.
I know it,
You
girl.
do.
Okay. Okay. But whatever you and Ness call you guys' relationship, right? I'm gonna call it friendly acquaintances because you guys share very personal information, and then y'all dog each other out, then y'all back cool. So whatever that's called, do you not feel any kind of way in hindsight, seeing is that because of you, Ness maybe made $100 last night just with the shenanigans? And how often are you willing to have that happen?
Well, and I actually typed that up in the back chat. People that was on the panel saw it.
Oh,
If
What did
Ness
you?
made $100 last night, I don't mind it. Simply
Okay.
because Ness gave me a lot of helpful information
yeah.
that's helping my case.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's what I wanted to know. Yeah,
Okay.
and I think that that's a fair answer. That's what I mean, because
That's
my
fair.
feelings would get hurt, but I'm not, I don't move like y'all either. So you know what I'm saying. So maybe it'll be like a totally different situation. But I think that that's most people like done. Like I think somebody put in the chat earlier when you came up, why you keep doing it? But you're like, fuck it, it's all a game. I'm fucking with her, she fucking
Yeah.
with me, and we fucking with each other. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, and
Well,
my thing is really because Ness offered me that information for nothing. So if people are paying Ness, I'm grateful to Ness
oh,
for all the
okay.
stuff that she gave me.
Okay.
And
Mm.
because she helped me in that way, if people want to pay her, they could pay her to put me down, and she just gonna let me back up like what she did.
Like
Yeah.
she did.
So it's all,
Okay.
okay. So really it's all a game, and the subbies are the ones spending their money to get you off, but y'all are cool, so they can keep wasting
Basically.
their money if they want to. Okay, I like it.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? See a
Basically.
fool, play a fool, looking ass, head ass. I don't give a damn. Okay, done. I like it, and I appreciate the honesty.
Yep, you
Right,
did.
and they were able to pay Ness for all the help that Ness gave me. Um,
You always paid Ness for helping Done. Did you catch?
Oh wow.
That's what I'm
Oh
trying to tell
wow.
y'all. I be watching differently,
Oh
okay?
wow. It's
I
good.
watch differently. I watch
It's
differently. I don't watch to get upset with
no
these
no
people,
no.
okay? I don't watch to get upset. I don't if Done no goddamn well I don't like some of the shit she be doing. I'm not what if Done ain't never did a damn thing to me. And Done respects me, and you know what I'm saying? I can dig it. But I watch for baby, I watch differently. All this getting upset. I hate Jay Dunn. I hate Miss Dovey. I hate Phi Babe. Really? Okay, good for you. Baby, I'm watching for
You
the
don't
play
even know though.
of it all, and I love it. Okay, I love
But
it.
Jay Dunn, she spoke some real shit
She did
just now. She dropped some real gems.
real.
Some real gems, JD, and I don't blame you. It's the hustle, baby. It's
Yes,
the
baby.
hustle. Don't knock
It
the
is
hustle.
what it is.
Don't
And
knock
stop
the
the fucking
hustle.
shenanigans.
Mm.
Stop the shenanigans. Stop getting
Yeah,
all upset. And they love Ness, but they hate Jay Dunn. Well, they cool.
right. And that's what gets me.
They
That's
cool.
what gets
So
me.
what y'all
They
tripping on?
good to go. So why y'all hate her when they good to go? And
They
it's almost
good.
like, you know what? It's almost like for me, these people say, fuck you fools. Y'all are dumb ones.
Say it louder now. Say it with your chest now.
That's what it sounds like. Fuck you fools. Y'all are dumb ones. We playing y'all.
You know, y'all
We
not playing
playing.
us. We
Y'all
playing
not
y'all.
playing us. We playing y'all. Thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the super chat.
Melissa, I've been missing you, or have you not been going live? And hey, girl, smooches.
No.
Because they slow. And then they want to call you slow, or they want to act like they want to call, they love calling Jay Dunn slow. That motherfucker ain't too goddamn
Yeah,
slow.
she just told us she wasn't too slow. I never thought she was slow. I just view JD as somebody different. That's why I don't get mad at her. Sometimes, at one point I said, why her ass getting back up there? But she ain't got to tell me no more. She just spoke loud and clear. And then I watch her move and I see exactly what she's doing. Melissa,
No,
why
girl,
you
she
not going live no more?
not going live. What, Melissa? Shut up.
What happened, Missy? Hey,
We
Catherine Powers, how are you?
Hey,
Happy
Catherine.
New Year. So we all see that no matter how upset we get or how no matter how we talk about we don't watch plays, we all watch plays and we all part of the plays. Point blank, period.
Now, Miss T, now you know I like to say I told you so. Now you remember about 2 or 3 years ago, I clicked your link, Cunty, and I said, Mz.Teavalocity, there's
Say it,
people.
Sassy, say it, because that sticks right in my damn head. Sassy, say it. It was 2 years ago when you told me that, and I swear with everything I love, that always stick in my head. I will never ever forget that. And that's how I know I'm not a willing participant at times, but I'm part of the play as well. I'm part
That's
of
what I said. I had to tell Melissa wants the link.
Oh, okay, Missy. Hold on.
Yeah,
Baby.
y'all, I was done. I told T Velocity 2 or 3 years ago, about 2.5 years ago, probably. I said Miss.T Velocity because we was trying to figure out some play or if something was a play. I couldn't remember what it was. I can't remember. It was something real big. And I said, Miss.T Velocity, the thing about it is that we can because Miss.T Velocity's personality is analyzing and trying to figure it out, you know. And I said, Miss Velocity, we can analyze all day long, but the issue is we don't know who is a part of the play, who is a willing participant of the play, who don't know they are part of the play. It's too involved. All you need to know is that it's a play, okay? Right. And then you just kind of got to sit back. I was talking about this Sunday, like saying that Dovey play, Dovey. Hey, Miss Dovey, the Dory play. Who was a willing participant in those shenanigans? And where is Rolex and his baby mama now? Like, who was really a willing participant of that play?
But never. That's a play.
But go ahead.
That's a play we saw through. See, I don't like shit when you could just see right through it.
There are people who think that was real. Still, they said that Kiki. Yes, girl. They told me that they said, no, I thought it was a play, but until Kiki showed the picture of Rolex with the baby. And I said, Lord Jesus.
Oh, okay. Missy?
Yeah, she did. She did show the family photo.
Hey. I saw that. I think it was, I don't know. They could show anything, man. I thought that shit was a play. I don't give a damn. Remember, these people are so good. They want us to see what we don't see.
That's right.
And what we so know. Missy, what's happening, my love?
And nothing. I said, let me get up here real quick and hit. Hey, everybody. Happy New Year's to all in chat. No. I just ain't found nothing up here for this shit to interest me.
Oh, okay.
Well, why you say you're not going live anymore? Do you mean?
I didn't mean to say that. I'm a little high.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, okay.
That's why I grabbed that link. I say I just been in the clouds. It's too much.
We do it. Yeah, that's how me, you, and T do it. Like it's like we don't have. I mean, once we hear something that's juicy, I'm gonna do a recap, and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna come over here and jump on y'all. But that everyday stuff, that's not my vibe.
I work 10 hours a day, sometime 11 to 13, depending on the situation. And right now we're in core. So we don't know when these people gonna show up. And I'm always short-handed. So winter is not my best months with my arthritis and everything. So when I come up here, if I ain't getting a kick and a giggle, I don't even want to hear this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dark and I don't really have time for all that. You know, like I came up here, I had said what I had to say. Don't put my name in this shit. And I really meant it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But after a while, you be like, oh, I'll be 56 in a few months. I just ain't got time. I'm getting ready to pay off one cruise and getting ready to book another. I ain't got time for this.
Yeah.
I want to hear some Kiki. The funniest thing that I thought, bring Mr. Williams back and Natasha. Shit.
Girl, do you know they didn't even want to talk about that on the recap? And I thought that was I was like, how y'all see? That's the thing. Can we talk about that, ladies? Since we are like we like to talk about.
I got time today.
That was juicy.
That was juicy to me.
I
like
you got a 72. I didn't see it. I never saw her on. Wait a minute, we only got 56 likes. Oh no, they talking about something else. I never really saw Mr. Williams, but I didn't think anything was bad about him. I thought he was a pimp.
I thought he paid for a service.
He was a John, right?
He paid for a service. he paid for a service and it was within his range. See, my number would have been
Exactly.
2,000. You see what I'm saying? My number would have been 2,000. Okay, her number was 200. What's the difference? Like a nigga gotta pay to play over here.
Right. And so I didn't see anything so wrong how they was dogging him out. I was like, he just paid for some puss. A lot of men, well, he didn't even get the puss.
He didn't see. That's the best part about it. He could just got a little flash. Now, what I think it is, Sassy, to be honest with you, a lot of women would have got a little mad because I'd have been like, okay, when what you want is it was faithful money 4 years. Damn.
4 years. And let me tell you, not only that, y'all, it was faithful daily conversation. Now you know that's worth more than goddamn $200.
Pillow talk.
All throughout the day, and he don't work. He can just call her, and she talking about, "Oh, I had a man. I don't give a fuck what you had. He was getting what he needed." Exactly. And you got your look like y'all saying in the chat. That was 2,000 in Guyana money. She got her coin so she could pay the rest of her shit.
Yep.
I thought that was one of the juiciest stories.
Yes.
The way his whole girl crew left him, and they were so mad at him, like that.
Because you know what? Maybe they wanted the money. They was like, shit, you giving somebody over the money.
Hey, keep it 100 because I'd have did it. I ain't gonna even sit there. I said it on my live. Well, you didn't have to go to a whole third world country. You had some people up in the B sector that took your damn money.
You're not Missy.
I'd have been
the front. How you doing?
Right. You're not exotic enough. We did it on my show. You would have had to put a little accent in it. Let's practice, Melissa, because we can get you by 500 a month.
So you shit. That's all it is. They was mad because he didn't, but then he talked about us women over here. But you cannot say most of us women who heard that story did not think I'd have did it because I the first one said I'd have did it.
I would have did it if I had a fool giving me money just for a conversation.
Well, I wouldn't have done it because I don't have time to talk to him all day. Now, the part that I would have done is flash his ass, show them these chocolate perky titties, jiggle, do it one more time for me, Melissa. I would have jiggle, and then, but all that conversation, that's worth more than that to me. I can't do all of that.
But look who
that's an extra 100. That's an extra 100.
He's an older, lonely man, too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. This is no lie. I have patients who come in my office just to talk to me.
Exactly. I can't do it.
Older patients by themselves. They come in there, and I had one who came in every Friday faithfully, until I had to talk to the daughter because you're charging those people. If they book an appointment, you charge. But they come in just to talk. So they're basically, in a nutshell, paying money just to talk to somebody, just to have company. That's why they have those companies for companionship. Some people just he wanted someone to talk to. She made him feel good in some kind of way, and he paid for it. I'm not mad at him, and I'm not mad at her.
I'm not mad at either one of them. But let's get to the bigger point that we were leading down.
Why is this turning your stomach? Oh,
well, because Just Read My Book is in the girl crew, and they don't like him anymore.
Okay.
They don't like him anymore. So she's like, she can't fathom the thought.
I understand her. I understand her dilemma.
Although, Melissa, I content I shot. Although now this is Melissa trying to be messy, but I was gonna back her up because this is my we're co-hosting right now, but but Just Read My Book. You was slightly flirting with Mr. William though, and so I don't know, but I know y'all. I don't know. I ain't gonna get into it because I like them. Okay,
that's what I was mad about. Purple Peach. Go ahead, Sass.
But see, okay, never mind. Let's cut it. Let's talk about Ligel. But how did he do Ligel? She knew the situation the entire time.
She's still getting paid. I'll shut the fuck up too. Shit.
No, she's talking about somebody else, Missy.
Talking about Ligel.
Oh. No, I don't know the ins and outs of William's story, but if he said anything mean, like she's slow, she has if he talked against her, I feel bad because Ligel is a very nice woman. And she was very nice, supporting everybody. And she might have really thought that Mr. Williams liked her. I don't even know if they were playing some type of play on us. But I don't want I heard he spoke bad of her. That's what I didn't like.
Well, but
Oh,
that we can we do a slight turn?
We can
Purple
do,
says
yeah.
that Sassy, he told the girlfriend that Miguel was disabled, but if that's true, then that's not
That's
talking
you. Just read
about
my
her.
book.
Yes, it's me.
I
Okay,
knew
good.
it.
Go ahead, Donna. Oh, let me move the banner. Sorry. Just read my book. Go ahead. Finish up,
Good
Sassy.
morning. Oh, go ahead, finish, Sassy.
Good
No,
morning.
that's all I was going to say. I don't see that he did Miguel any wrongdoing. Now, whatever, well, you don't know how he said it, Purple. All we know is that how Latasha said it. So you see what I'm saying? Like people
Right.
call it people talk, but I talk to my boyfriends and I might say, oh no, she's my friend, but she's a little slow. That don't mean I'm trying to be ugly. I'm just telling them what the situation is. And then when they repeat it, it make it seem like I'm talking real bad about her, but they were friends. And but I don't know. It didn't appear. He never said anything publicly about Miguel, and he never treated Miss Miguel like poorly publicly.
Right.
I don't.
In front of us.
Right. So that's all I'm saying. Hey,
Right.
Just Read.
Hey, just read.
Hey,
What's up?
hey, everybody.
Go ahead.
Miss Sassy. No,
Uh-oh.
ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Me flirting with William, no. Now playing around and jiving around,
I think
that
so.
was just a little bit, and that was from a rumor that started over at Tracy's, and we just jived around with it for a little while. There was never anything.
I will change my verbiage to jive around, even though that's not that's okay.
Yeah, because
Jive.
there's a difference in flirting, and flirt I
That's my
never
verbiage.
did.
Okay. All right.
Shit,
You
just
ain't
read
gonna
my
get no
book.
pushback from me.
Huh?
My book said, let me clear this shit up.
Well, see, if I say
Sassy,
that, I know that
Sassy.
Just Read My Book is coming. I know that she's coming. That's why I try to cut it off. But
But
I know.
Sassy,
Go
Sassy,
ahead.
you need to be careful. As your cousin in the B sector that you called me, you need to be careful because she might run to the courthouse on you.
No bullshit.
JD, slow down.
Go ahead.
Just Read My Book and me are very cordial, done. While you trying to throw shade, and she knows that I love Sugarfoot, so I don't think she's gonna go to the courts on me. But I get it. Okay.
Let's go ahead, y'all. So go ahead, just read my book.
You know that's pretty much it. I think I'll just go ahead and jump.
Nope. You welcome to stay up here.
You're welcome.
You're
Yeah.
welcome to stay
It's
up here.
all right.
No.
Just read my book.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Let me do this right quick. You welcome to stay here, baby. You're not gonna feel uncomfortable or nothing. You already know that. Now, if you want to drop, you could drop. If you said your speech that you wanted to get Sassy straight, I'm all with you. But you welcome to stay up here. Just read my book and engage like everyone else, okay?
Well, I do appreciate that, and thank you. And I know this is a nice, safe space to be. But I'm just going to go ahead down. I'll still be in the chat.
Just Read. Let me ask you a question, honey, real quick before you go. Why do you think that the beef sector as a whole was not interested in that Mr. William Latasha story?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted to hear the stuff that was more up to date, but because it was a recap, it seems like it should have been included, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to hear it.
I don't mean on my show. I mean in general. They were not interested in, because they were perfectly fine with talking about Tracy and MU for an hour. So I don't, you know what I mean? So, but they did not. I'm not talking about my show. I'm talking about in general. It seemed like the general consensus was we don't want to talk about no old people love and this and that and why, ooh, that's gross. And I'm like, damn. So y'all want to talk about?
But let me ask you something. Just read my book and don't chop my head off because much love. Now, if he was giving you $400 a month, you wouldn't have sat on the phone just to entertain. I'm not saying show the titty. Excuse me, I ain't saying all that. But you wouldn't have just been his companion for $400 a month.
No.
Oh, okay, baby. I'm being serious.
I hear you, but no.
Older people just having.
There's not much that we would have to talk about.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and if it was just like, if it was just
you went out, just read my book.
Huh?
She didn't go out. You froze. Okay, go ahead, Miss.
If it was just to keep a friend company, I mean, I can just talk and keep a friend company, and I don't have to be paid for that. I mean, I talk all the time. I talk around, walking around the house, cleaning, cooking, doing little hobbies or whatever. So it's no big of a deal of me sitting
That's
here.
my Wi-Fi going out. I see
Yeah.
television. I keep freezing up. I have a little TV on the end of my day, and I'm watching it. Can you guys hear me? Are we good?
Yeah,
That's
we can
my
hear you.
Wi-Fi. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear
We can
you.
hear you.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
She's behind you guys because her screen is freezing. So
Yeah, I see it on my computer. She freezing.
yeah, let me hold on, y'all. But yeah, but so
Yeah, but I really don't. I mean, because just like me sitting here talking on the panel right now, I could be sitting here polishing my nails or combing my hair or tying knots. So it wouldn't be like I was taken away from anything. So if it was just to keep a friend company, I don't need to be paid for that.
oh, okay, yeah, I'm not
But
like
the
that.
payments were coming in between him and Natasha because there was some more things going on, which she did say, I show him a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But that's between two grown-ups.
Yeah,
I seriously feel like that he was not taken advantage of. He was not preyed upon. He was not some poor old gentleman who this terrible woman came from overseas to steal his social security check. That's not what happened. He
I agree.
pursued her, but she knew to put the bait out there. She knew how to put the bait out, and he took it.
Mhm.
I agree.
No
I
harm
agree.
done.
No harm, no foul.
No. Only thing is that he got embarrassed because he missed the payment. He missed the lapse period. It lapsed. And so
Right.
she had to catch him.
Yes, baby. What did they do when you he should have tried to put in for deferred payment? Because she
Well,
wouldn't
he
have.
wasn't gonna get deferred. He was just gonna be a double payment.
That's
That's what
right.
I'm saying. That's what a deferred payment is, Melissa. He should have just said,
I
listen,
know.
yeah.
He couldn't come up with it though.
But I'm wondering if you all they still have something going on.
I
That's
bet
something else.
Them?
Ain't it?
I ain't
listen,
seen Mr.
I
Williams.
bet you they do because I saw him. He
Yeah.
spoke in my chat, but he was watching the football game. I bet you they do because I'm gonna tell you, we're being silly, but listen, excuse me, you can't talk to somebody every day for 5 years and tell me
Yeah.
that y'all are my friend. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that I talk to every single day for 5 years, if they are not in my life, that's gonna be a void. And we all know with
Yeah.
I know with my breakup, I'm not a clear cut breakup because none of them have done anything like horrible to me or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So it can linger on for, you know what I'm saying, for some time before we really decide, okay, we probably should stop calling each other.
Well,
Yeah.
I talked to him about a week and a half ago on Demon Souls channel.
Oh, you
Mhm.
And
did?
he came on Demon Souls. And it seems that no, he steadfast in the fact that they are no longer talking.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah,
know.
he came on Demon Souls around Christmas. I was over there.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But then maybe he won't tell us the truth. Mr. Williams, if you here, can you drop down? Because
That's
I
what I
know,
was wondering.
Mr. Carruthers, he used to support me a lot. So I don't know. He'll hide up in the
Probably
top.
over here, but he don't want to talk about it, especially with me, because he know I be knowing. So
You be knowing what, Sassy? You tell me you knowing that man's business better than him?
yep. Yep. Look at Melissa. Look at that. Yep. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yep. Exactly. I'm trying to invite him to come over. Just stop messing with my trolling, Mz.Teavalocity. Damn.
Because no, you know why? Because if he's still paying it, then again, they have he's paying for a service and he's fine with it.
Right. And I
I don't
kind of
see
feel like
anything
they
wrong.
probably still are, even if he says
Yeah.
no, because you have to save face. He just knows as long as he makes his payments on time, she'll keep quiet.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That was just a threat. Mofo, if you don't pay me on time, I'm going to the favorite place. Yeah, that was her way of threatening him. That's just a warning. She ain't even drop all the other stuff.
We didn't even drop
Right.
everything.
She ain't
And
dropped
can we
everything.
talk
She
about
told
this
him.
real quick? Because nobody really talked about it since y'all being messy, not me, but y'all.
Okay, now I know you
Yeah,
did.
started the mess, but okay.
Oh, did I? Damn. Okay, but Child, that's a good titty shaking that he got scared and asked Lady Nika for some money to give his over the seas chick. I said, "Ooh,
Nasty.
He was wrong. He was straight up wrong. I wanted to choke him through the screen.
I love that kind of nigga.
The man
I
had the best
Get
way
it
he
by all
can.
costs.
By any means necessary, he had to get that money. Now, listen, let's talk about this. Y'all say that Mr. We talking about Mr. Williams, but in a different, on a different perspective as well. That's like him paying to watch a porn site, though. He probably got off. I'm just saying, and I normally don't talk like this. This is taboo for me. But anywho, she was delivering service to him, right? We don't know what really took place. So if he don't continue to pay her, he could have got trapped in some shit like, now you kind of locked. If you don't pay me, I'm going to expose you. And he don't want that lady coming on here exposing everything. She just exposed some things, but he don't want her exposing everything.
He should have thought about that shit when he was doing it.
But you don't think about that.
Yes, you do. Player from the Himalayas.
Mm-hmm. Especially
you think about A, B, C, all the way down the whole damn alphabet, dummy.
Listen, I'm an expert at this. I'm the only one on the panel. Well, never mind. Done.
Well, go ahead, expert.
Done is more of an expert to me. So
I had to come off mute about that, Sassy. But you corrected yourself. You corrected yourself.
I corrected myself quick. I had to scan that panel. I said, "Ooh, no, hold up, Sassy." But me and Donna are on two sides of the spectrum as it relates to YouTube relationships, right? And Melissa is right. For me personally, honey, I was like, "Who sent you? What's going on? You tell me something about you, then I'll tell you something about me. And then you tell me a little bit more about you, then I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about me." But that's me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if it's a motherfucker getting exposed, nigga, everybody getting exposed. Okay. However, that was not my situation. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah. I really have to stand on that. I don't see anybody as using anybody, and I felt like they were really decent friends that found a commonality somewhere more than titty shaking, but if not, then that means that the Natasha girl is a great actress to call somebody every single day for 5 years. Okay.
I ain't doing that.
I'm sorry, X. Go back. You can go back to the cloud. Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Her talent, no, he didn't.
I'm just saying.
We don't want no trouble.
Hello, talent. Welcome to the show. I think Will and that woman was really serious because she was trying to see if she could get a green card. Now she could have been using him for the green card.
Yeah, well, she wants to come over, but see, here's my thing. Now, this is where I've always said, and I said this before all of this stuff was happening. Excuse me. This was the first time. She's got family that's here who could be able to sponsor her to come over. So why does she need him to do it?
Oh, she has family over here?
Yes, she's got family in the Bronx.
I didn't follow the story. Oh, wait. She did have a man in the wings, though, because ain't no way a woman can have a virtual relationship for 5 years with nothing physical happening. Oh, yeah, most definitely. We know that.
She said she was still seeing her husband.
Well,
why not?
First of all, you sure can have a 5-year virtual relationship. I've watched too many catfish episodes.
Yeah, me too, Sassy. I started to say the same thing.
Yeah,
catfish all the time for years.
But see, what I don't understand is how people consider this to be a relationship. If I cannot reach out and touch you, if I cannot physically see you or touch you, I mean, we're not we've never met. I don't care how many hours we spend on a phone or FaceTime or whatever. Okay, you could learn to like some things about a person or whatever, but to just downright be in love,
I'm with you on that.
How? What is that? I don't.
Listen, y'all, we can put the caveat that maybe it's not right for us, but the other side of the coin is that it's okay for millions of people. I watch things like Catfish, 90-Day Fiancés, on and on. There are millions of people with serious virtual relationships. That's just the bottom line.
But see, but that tells me that
my opinion is they could have had the virtual relationship even though they never met each other, because I mean it's the equivalent of people running to a courthouse saying they fear for their safety over people that they don't know and they never met, that don't live around them.
That's actually
now you know what.
You don't have to respond though, just read, because that like take you out of it. That's just a decent response. Like it just means that yes, things can happen virtually. Okay, let's
this
go.
show can.
Anyway, what I was saying was, to me, I can't find the emotional connection through a screen with someone. Not like that. Not because it takes something else. Maybe you can make, like I said, you can grow fond of someone or care about someone, and you're spending time with them. You see their kids or their pets. They see your kids or your pets. Yeah, that's cool and all. I guess it's something like when we were kids and we had pen pals, But shoot. One day a letter got lost and you didn't see the shit no more, and you forgot about it. But all of this, I mean, it's just too. I can't see myself wanting to have a dedication to someone who I haven't even met. We don't even know if this person has legs from the waist down. We don't know what's, we see a person. We don't know if we'll even like them in person.
But again, that's very singularly minded, because you have a pretty decent full life. You have a child still in the house. You have, I think I heard your exes, you and your ex are still friends. You have other friends. You're a part of the community. But now take it on to another situation with someone who is 70 plus years old. I don't think his family lives in the immediate vicinity. I don't think he has a bingo buddy and all of that. And you meet this person, you're very interested in them. You guys have good conversation, and it blooms there. So again, it's different strokes for different folks. But my bottom line is that it happens all day, every day, from platonic friends to more romantic situations.
Yep.
And one other thing too that I wanted to add, as far as him or as far as her not coming because her family is here, because she does have family here. But Mz.Teavalocity, since you missed it, she did state that she has 6 or 7 kids.
Oh wow.
6 or 7. So I don't know how easy it would be to get a visa to come to the United States when you got 6 to 7 kids, because when you have to get visas for them,
they don't always bring their kids over right away. They come over and they get established over here, and then they start sending for their kids, and some of them leave their kids over there. And
her children are grown too. Her children are grown too.
Oh, they grown? Oh.
Yeah.
So here's something right here. Some people don't need the physical aspect of a romantic relationship. Some people are stimulated by people's mind and conversation. And that at one point, that's where we all should be, to develop a physical attraction to someone. I mean, well, you could be physically attracted to someone by seeing them, but first you should work on the mental. First you should actually work on the mental. So maybe they was doing that. A lot of people do that. Like Sassy said, catfish have been on years, and some people hang on relationship for years and send money and give money with hopes and wishes that those people, whatever they being told, are going to come over here and be with them. And it never happens. And they're surprised. But again, they got hooked by the conversation. And again, we talked about Mr. Williams, an older man who probably just wants some type of companionship and found it in Natasha.
But you know what? Because we know that he is an outgoing man, and that he does get around town and goes out and goes places and does things, I would see him actually meeting somebody locally, which he has. And so I could see him dealing with someone locally where you could actually spend time with this person. Him and Natasha were getting their freaky on and for a little bit of cash, and that was it. And see, I think it was victimless. There was not a victim involved.
No victims.
I don't think it was victims either.
No.
I think he paid for his services, point blank, period.
Right.
He paid for his services. And so she serviced him some form of fashion. I don't know if he got any physical compensation off of it. I don't know that.
Well, yeah, because she said so. She told a lot. She said, what they did and all of that.
You know what?
Said they got some pictures. There's some pictures.
Some pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, some pictures. Yeah. I'm like you.
Ain't we a little too old to be showing our gray pubic hairs?
Oh Lord.
Oh, I guess not.
Oh Lord.
I guess you can still do that.
But remember back a while back, remember they did say he had a picture out here running around.
See, I don't know all that.
Oh, that was a lie. That was a lie.
It might not have been just read my book.
No, it was a lie because I know the person who told the lie, they lied on it and dropped it down in somebody's chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they lied. And they admitted to it too. It was a lie.
Look at this one. Y'all see that?
Is she for real talent?
Yeah.
What?
She for real?
I told you.
Oh, I thought he was joking.
See, I thought I stayed away on purpose, like I told everybody. I didn't want it much.
Now I don't know about her selling. Wait a minute, I didn't see that. Now I don't know about any selling. no, I didn't see that.
Pictures.
You said yeah.
Yes, pictures, but I don't know about her selling them for $300.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are y'all seriously? I was warming up my expensive coffee. Are y'all seriously letting my ex troll y'all?
That's your ex.
You don't know shit about Natasha. Stop lying, Langston.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about her selling them for $300, but I know that there are pictures on both sides.
Look at him lying.
He lying. He really lying now. He really
on
lying.
IG. Now hold on.
But you was doing good. Now you stretching it.
Yeah, with the IG.
Talent, she wouldn't have come to you. You know what? Actually, I could see her going to Talent because she knows that the second person that he doesn't like besides Sir King is Talent. So I could see her going to Talent with that. You know the
only person
she still went to Sir King. She knew that was his number one.
The only person that Langston is in their DMs excuse me, the only person that Langston is in their DMs is Ashy fucking Clown Trish. And you better get out of her DMs.
But no, Sassy, you didn't hear it from me, but Talent is a Grammy nominated artist, and he has a Santa Baby song that he put out for Christmas time, and it's been all the rage. Okay, like it's been trending. So you might want to rethink your decision.
Okay, thank you, Don. I might need to get back with the Grammy Award winner. No, he over here trolling me. I'm gonna troll his ass back. He already know how this goes.
They say Talent is in love. I'm not about to do that because me and Sassy
he
good.
Is.
He is.
Okay, let me leave him alone. Okay, I'm done.
Leave him alone.
Sassy.
He said, "Thank you for the promo, JD."
Let me move on.
Yeah, move on, because I remember those days too. I remember those was the good old days.
Okay. But anyway, so besides, I'm glad I got to chit chat about Mr. William. Like I said, nobody wanted to talk about it.
They didn't want to talk about that.
Talk about him. I mean, we're not talking bad about him because, like I said, for me, I never held anything against Mr. Williams. He was an older guy who paid for companionship. Now you do what you will with it. So I never said he was stupid. I never talked bad about him. I never even seen the interview with this Natasha lady over at Sir King because I didn't care to see it. I just heard enough bits and pieces to see making Mr. Williams feel bad. You spend your money how the fuck you want to, Mr. Williams. If they don't like it, it's on them. Excuse my. Sassy, hold it down. Let me catch this call right quick.
Okay. Who just did that big gas? Was that Just Read or Melissa?
What? I'm sitting right here. I'm trying to find a basketball game. I'm supposed to be at the store getting salad mix.
Oh gosh. Well, what else? Well, y'all, what else we got? Okay, so that was a good discussion with Dunn and Ness last night. I was telling y'all it was just so chaotic. and then Lori is back. It's just all so chaotic. And then we talked about Mo 3 and the invasion, vice versa, beat sector going over there and
I don't
hogging.
be in their business. I don't even know them girls. I'm good.
I know that's right. I don't need to know any more new people like that because they're all just as bad as over there at that spaceship. I don't fool with all of that. That's a headache.
I'll go over to Mayor of Detroit. He got Beasley feet the hell up. I'm like, oh damn,
feet.
Girl,
yes.
He showed a picture of Beasley only having one toe on his.
Girl, they was like this. They look like ooh.
His toe, a foot, right? Five toes. Girl, the foot only had the big toe on the foot. I was like,
yes.
That?
Oh, so he done had some toe amputated. He done had some limbs.
Yeah, he had some toes amputated.
So how did he get a picture of his feet?
Who knows?
You sure it was one toe?
Yeah,
we saw it.
Oh, I didn't see. I don't even know what y'all. I didn't see no picture of no one toe and shit.
Well,
like
they doxed the hell out of him, right? And they literally, it was. I don't normally talk about doxing, but Beasley has been a terror in his sector for years.
He said it though. He said it when he disappeared. He came back,
and they doxed the hell out of him because he sent that same day that he got doxed, he sent Safe Light to the mayor's
house. Your mama's house, yeah.
I heard that.
Safe Light.
Safe Light. They want you want
glass
to window with your car.
For glass on your car to fix your car.
That's the kind of stuff they do.
What?
Because
that's what they do.
Just trying to be a nuisance to each other. You dox me, so then I know your information, so I'm gonna send. They say they don't do the 15 pieces no more because they want you to prepay for it. So now they have to do new creative ways to involve your family members and embarrass you.
They doxed his niece.
Yep, they should.
Well, but y'all, I mean,
but his niece is an attorney, right?
That's what they
said.
say.
That's what they said.
Don't know what type of attorney, but she's an attorney.
If she's an attorney, I would be very careful what I put out on her. That's just me, but that's what they do.
He better stop before somebody.
Well, I heard one interview thing where he was saying that he was gonna try to get her disbarred.
You can't do that. You can't get disbarred because of that. No.
Well, this is what I heard, Mz.Teavalocity.
Oh, go ahead.
Is that he was trying to get people to contact the bar association where the lady is the attorney to get her disbarred because Beasley's cash out is in her name.
Yep.
Or something like that.
As long as she pays taxes on it, it ain't shit they could do, baby. My granddaughter got a cash app in our name. No, it's nothing you can do about that. As long as she pays tax on it. That's not disbar. You have to do something very unethical, and that's not unethical to give your family member a cash app. What's unethical about that?
Well, they're just throwing things out, but Dunn is just saying that how far they're willing to.
Yeah, isn't it sad though?
Yeah,
I ran back over here. I said, you know what? Just let me come on back over here to my
that
my
make
spot.
you stay over here.
Yeah,
that make you stay over here because they go really, really deep, and that shit ain't this serious. It ain't.
I wasn't even trying to go over there. It just was in the recommend because I messed with Died in the Man. I was about to say hello, but I said, let me just stay in my lane.
Yeah. That's me. That's why I shouldn't have dropped down at MHB. Then the niggas started talking all up under my clothes and shit. And I said, that's what I get. But that's what happens too when we go over. Shut up.
Yes.
We go over there and we just trying to be normal and shit. You like, these people ain't normal. Shit, what the hell am I doing over here? Shit, we already enough dysfunction as it is. But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, please go ahead, finish that. Then I'll ask. Let me make sure I remember my question. Go ahead, Jessica.
I have never seen so many people so lowly and disrespectful. The males and the females. The way that even down to the music that they play on their channels, I'm telling you. And they speak just like one of those songs they listen to. I mean, the language, how they refer to themselves, how they refer to other women, other men. It blows me away. It's so disrespectful.
It's different.
When that's going on, I don't want to hear you talking about how people of another culture are doing this or doing that to you. Y'all are sitting here in your own country doing it to yourselves, disrespecting yourselves.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely 30% ratchet, and
Oh yeah, you ratchet.
I'm right.
You
Okay, I
about
got, you know what I'm saying.
30%.
About 30%. You think so, Mr. Right? I'm about 30%.
About 30%. That's not bad.
That's not, you know what I'm saying, 70, 30.
No.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So it
70
kills
is bougie, 30 is
yeah,
definitely ratchet.
exactly. People keep saying, "Oh, she's so bougie." So, yeah, but I'm 30% ratchet.
No,
Give me
she's
my
ratchet.
30%. So I don't have no problem with a little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? WAP kind of situation. I really don't. However, I'm glad that that's not, you know, the crust of my watching. You know what I mean? Like I'm mostly in the beef sector, in the political sector, church sector, and then I come, I go over there and I just peek in or whatever. But I was gonna ask, what do we see like 2024? Now last year 2024 it got popping right at like almost at the gate with Creasy and Noble. So there's no way we can predict something that fantabulous happening, but like, do we see anything on the horizon? I know I have one thing in my head, but I just want to go ahead.
I see some stuff. I've seen some stuff before a lot of this stuff happened, believe it or not. But like I tell you, I don't come down here and do commentary on everything because I do have something to lose. I do. And I value my family and stuff. So I don't get out here and act a total jackass with people who don't have anything to lose and will do anything for a little piece of coin. It's just a little piece of coin, right? So I do, but I see some stuff on the horizon, and it always starts out like this. They go haywire in December, the beginning of, right after Thanksgiving or starting before Thanksgiving to get all the money they could get it because of the algorithm and they pay more or whatever. Then they pretend like they're going to change their lives at the beginning, like resolutions and stuff like that. And then in the middle, it'll start moving back towards the bullshit, and then stuff will start happening. More people are going to start flipping on each other. We're going to see some of these fake relationships dissolve.
Oh, yes.
And at the end,
seeing that, yes.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of fake relationships dissolve. It's just like, it's the beginning of the year. Let's hold it together. But
so that's the one thing that we all agree on, that's probably going to have to hit its boiling point at some point. We feel like, is there anything else that we can halfway predict? Because I don't think I really thought about it. Oh, Phenomenal said, go ahead.
Phenomenal. What all y'all thoughts about TMO posted New York Child Protective Services phone number saying she gonna report uppity? Then after backlash, she said she was in her film. Well, I mean, if it was a time to report it, she should report. If you can't get out here and fight decent, and stop putting children online, then just don't fight. If that's how you go fight. And you have to be careful when you start calling these places, making false reports and shit like that, especially if you hold any type of certificate, license, or anything, because you are jeopardizing your own license. You should have did that shit when you heard her hit the little girl, per se, not because she drugged you and said something about your child. I believe they said that, because I don't watch it. I didn't watch her. To be honest, I didn't watch it.
I predict that TMO will implode this year.
Absolutely implode.
Yeah, I think that TMO is going to reach a point of no return mentally, because I already think she's very fragile. And I think that that doing things like that, I did not know she had done that, but doing things like that when I think she's a court whatever reporter, or whatever what you call that when you have to report.
Mandated, but we all mandated reporters, but for our job, we definitely are mandated reporters.
Yes. And so I feel like that was very reactionary. I think TMO is very reactionary, which to me, very reactionary translates into fragile. And so I think fragile people, they like to, hurt other people, right? So
what she did was malicious, because here's the thing: when she felt as though there needs to be some type of intervention on behalf of the child, then you reported yourself. Why did you post the number? You could have called it yourself. You didn't have to put the number up there for everybody to call. You wanted other people to do your dirty work.
Hold on, JB. Hold on,
As
JB.
if hold on. As if I have not seen all 2023 people maliciously posting phone numbers and people calling. Please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
well, make it right. Hey, what's your point?
Make it right, done.
What's your point?
We didn't like when they did it to you. Go ahead, JB.
Talking about calling somebody probation officer. I'm not doing that shit.
I'm not doing that shit.
That's
right.
crazy.
Right.
But let me ask you this. But Dunn, are you and TMO now cool?
Yeah, we have been cool. We have been cool for a minute. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. You literally didn't you post her a son's obituary?
Initially, the first time that I ever posted it, D-Miss-O and Kimmy was coming at me in 7. And that was when me and 7 was friends. Probably about 3 years ago.
That's all I want you to say right there. That's fucking crazy. The amount of stuff that y'all do to each other and the other person is forgiving.
It will be fuck you for life.
For life.
Fuck you for life. I'm telling you, do some shit like to me. Fuck you for life.
For life.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Don't talk me, Sassy, because you asked me a question. Let me answer it the way that I choose to answer it.
Well, I don't
At that particular time, D-Miss-O, no, it's not. At that particular time, D-Miss-O was talking about the avocado tree. They was giving 7 the blues about the damn avocado tree and what happened in her childhood. And that's how come.
It's me.
And that's how come 7 ended up coming across the information because they were researching her and her family.
I'm not saying I get it done. I know you like to explain. What I'm saying is I'm not saying it one way for you. I'm saying for all of these shenanigans. Okay. What I'm saying is that
I think the backstory does need to be addressed because it's not like anybody was just out here trying to find obituaries. They was finding the stuff about 7 and the kids that passed away in her family.
Why do you think that you would do something like that to someone and they would still allow you in their space? Do you not think that that's weird as fuck?
Well, no, because me and D-Miss-O had a couple of conversations about it, and I explained to her exactly why I did it. If y'all don't watch it, then y'all don't watch her. But I mean, adults are capable of having adult conversations.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey y'all. Hey, happy Saturday.
Thanks for joining me. Go ahead.
I am very capable of having adult conversation. I'm very capable of forgiving people. And this ain't concerning Jen. This is overall. Sassy pretty much covered it for me before I got up here. This is overall. Once you do certain things, there is no point of return from me. And that would be anything involving my children. Anything. There is no point of return for me. The most I can do, the most I can do is forgive you so that I will stop myself from coming offline and doing something. That's the most I can do. But talking to you again, you being on my panel, we talking again, that won't happen.
No. And let me say this, because I don't want it to just Dunn ain't the only one out here doing it.
No, I'm talking about overall.
I know, but I want to
make
for
anybody.
I want to make the point myself and succinctly because I brought up that situation. But the stuff that TMO has done to people, the stuff that people have done to Dunn, you can't fuck with my parents, bitch. You can't now one of you motherfuckers fuck with my motherfucking parents under your motherfucking situation. I swear to God, I don't be I be like, bitch, you think I'm gonna ever talk to you? Not only am I not gonna talk to you, I'm gonna put them people in your motherfucking life and think I'm lying.
You best believe I'm plotting. And I'm what somebody said, what Thea said, that's a sneaky bitch. You damn right I am. And you best believe I'm plotting.
Gathering all the resources. Do you hear me?
Well, so Sassy, I wanted to explain that about that situation because Pizarro is reporting it like it just recently happened. No, this thing happened like 2019.
I know.
Like, I know. Yeah. So for you to be like, well, done posting and this, that, and the third in 2019, we in 2024 now.
That's not what she's saying.
Well, no, but I'm saying since people want to bring it up, I'm telling the backstory. And to be honest, Seven is the one that found it, but she found it because they were going through her family shit.
So,
would you finish?
Oh yeah, I can.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they were going through her family stuff, and that's how that happened. Me and Demon Soul ended up being cool once Kimmy turned against Demon Soul. So me and Demon Soul was cool. But probably about maybe 2 years ago, me and Demon Soul fell out again because she was on my platform and she was like really praising VS and can't wait for VS to come back. And it ticked me the hell off because I'm like, VS is the one that was calling my dead mama, but you was mad about me and Seven that we knew about your dead baby. And that's how it came up again. That's how it came up again. But even after that disagreement, me and Demon Soul had a conversation, and now we fine.
It still fuck you for life.
Well,
yeah, that's
okay.
Y'all must have been speaking in tongues, and the spirit fell down and bust both of y'all in the head and laid you out and pick you back up and laid you back out again. I wonder what that conversation was, because you couldn't have said anything to me, but I'm sorry, and me say, I forgive you. Now you go about your business. Don't you ever cross me again now, because I can't say I'm still in my flesh, and I might put my hands around your neck and squeeze.
I'm in my flesh.
I ain't got that. I would not have
just thinking about it. Just thinking about it make me put my teeth together. Just even thinking about that makes me put, and it ain't my kid. It happened to.
We're saying
but you still been trying to forgive Jay Wilson, so please.
No, she not talking.
Jay Wilson ain't never did a darn thing to my children or my parents, honey. Never.
I ain't never did nothing like that.
JD. Actually, we are saying even when shit happened to you, we don't get down like that. You're forgiven. We don't forgive. This is not about what nobody did to you. It's about in general. When you play certain games, we don't play them. They're not talking against you or just you. We saying it's fucked up for all y'all to even play games like that. We friends today. We fall out tomorrow. You could talk about my mother. You could post someone's dead child. You could talk about my autistic. We don't.
But nobody posted the dead child. No.
I'm saying, baby, when shit like that happens, there's boundaries. We saying we don't cross. Even that shit. I wasn't too up on that when they was posting your shit to call your probation officer. We don't have to do all that.
Right.
Well, what we're saying, and clearly what we're saying as a group up here, right, and some of the people in the audience agree, is that we don't, the timelines and why you did something and all that, that's fine for you two guys who are involved to think that that's a plausible reason or analogy or excuse. What we're saying is it's fuck you for life. And sometimes and what we have to realize as watchers and subscribers is that it brings us back full circle. Before the other ladies were on the panel and me and Miss T were talking, in the case of like you and Ness, that this is just what y'all do and how y'all get down, and we can't get overly involved. And also the caveat to that is can't nobody say, oh, I don't fuck with you because you're friendly with Jay Dunn, or I don't fuck with you because you're friendly with TMO, or I don't fuck with you because you're friendly with Tracy. No, fuck all that. All of y'all are doing some fucked up shit to each other, and y'all are.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all all doing fucked up shit to each other, and whoever I have a fondness for, it doesn't mean that I don't recognize that they do fucked up shit. It just means them motherfuckers better not cross me. That's what it means. Right. That's it.
We see it fucked up with a lot of stuff that people do on here that we would never do, or we would never forgive them. But I've told y'all more than once, and I don't make no bones about it. I hold grudges. You're not gonna do the shit that some of these people do to each other, and I'm gonna be skinning and grinning with you. It's not going to happen. I'm done. Let me move on to the next person, because you're not going to do it. I don't play games like that. So that's what we're talking about. Hey,
but that's the thing, though. I think that with me and Demon Soul, when we had the conversation, she acknowledged that a lot of the stuff that she did towards me and Seven was behind Kimmy, and Kimmy wasn't really her friend.
Shit, ain't nobody her friend. I mean,
well, that's what she acknowledged. She was like, I wouldn't have even said this or done this, but me and Kim was friends. That's what she called her, Kim, or at least back then.
For somebody else.
Right, and so that's how come we was able to have a conversation about it.
How do you get people to make you go that low though?
Because
Follower,
they already that damn
follower.
low.
They low as a motherfucker, already in their motherfucking spirit.
It's
And
already
birds
that don't come overnight. That shit don't what's on the
Right.
screen. They low as hell all fucking ready. So
Already.
coming up here, we
Already.
don't know you. I'm gonna be even lower.
There you go.
Exactly. Already. That's the facts. Already. You already like that. You only pretending. You only could pretend for so long. But you already like that if you can go that low. That's what I'm going to believe in my heart of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but all I'm saying is this is the reason why we had a conversation. That's the reason why. And y'all sit up here and y'all say that people have to take accountability, and
Right.
then so took accountability. And
Okay.
we
And
had
you
a
forgave her.
conversation about it.
Hey,
So
we
that's how
we
come we fine.
I
And you
like this
forgave her.
conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this conversation. I'm glad we have a you up here, because if had it not been a person like none of us, the other people that are up here have been in situations like that, right? In our whole blueprint of YouTube, you have been in several situations. So the conversation is the kind of conversation that I like to have, to talk to the other side. So you've given us
Amen.
the other side, and with
Yep.
bringing this type of energy that you talk to with me and that you talk to with Mz.Teavalocity, that's a good thing, right? That's why I was like, I don't want to put you on guard, because we're talking
Not at
about
all.
a lot of y'all, but I can't, but Tracy's not clicking this link. And you know what I'm saying? TMO is not over here, and so on and so forth. Now we have you to talk to ask you, because we're curious sometimes. What the hell do y'all be thinking when y'all go this
Thinking that.
low and then get right back on the panel chilling with each other? So this is a good conversation, done. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you giving your honest opinion. I don't agree. I can't fathom it, right? But it's good to hear.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
and,
Cause
and once she was telling me that, she got accountability about what she did and what she said, regarding me and regarding Seven, then
Mhm.
I forgave her and I apologized for my own actions as well. And we moved on.
And y'all
Now,
moved on.
Molly Maybach dropped down to ask a very messy question.
Oh, I
So
didn't hear Molly. Let me go find it.
yeah, I remember it. Let me ask it to Dunn.
Oh, go
It
ahead.
was Dunn. He said, if she acts up again, do you that is she would you be reposting that? I know you can't predict that, but I'm saying, is that off limits now, or can she get it again?
JD gonna
Me
give it
and
again. I answer for you, boo.
no,
Just keep it 100. He
no,
gonna give it to
uh-uh. But see, don't talk for me, Melissa. That's overstepping. Don't do that.
You just being funny,
Don't
John.
do
Go
that.
ahead.
No, I'm not. Because I've talked to Deniso more times than just that one time. And no, because we view each other differently now.
Okay.
Back
Okay.
then, when all that was happening, me and her had never really had a conversation. She
Hmm.
felt how she felt because she was with Kimmy in the gang. I felt how I felt because I was on the side of Seven.
Hmm.
Okay.
But we've had a few conversations since then. And no, I would never do that because I know it's very sensitive to her.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Well,
because y'all probably will disagree again. So you're saying if y'all have another disagreement, she do something you that upset you, that will be definitely off limits for you.
Correct, because I have a better respect for her now that we had a conversation. The whole point about what you do to people is about how much you respect them. At that particular point, I didn't really have any respect because I just thought her and Kimmy was coming at me. But when
Mm.
you get to know somebody, you respect them more.
Thank you for
so okay, because you're up here, let's talk about this. I want to revisit this real quick, because I do like the respect thing, right? And I kind of understand that. And some people say, how does Sassy get away with so much stuff? Because people know, I mean, I'm just silly and goofy, and I don't mean no harm. And I have always been able to say stuff that other people aren't able. That's like one of my gifts, right? From God Himself, right? Because otherwise, it would not be a pretty situation for me in my mouth. However, so back to you and Ness, because this happens all the time. We got Lady Nika and Pizarro. We got, who else, y'all? So other people who we feel like, damn, what's going on? So you and Ness, is there a respect there? So you feel like you won't go super low and y'all are cool? or like what do you put that category? Because the telling about the phone conversations, that didn't seem to bother either one of y'all. So, but it doesn't seem like you.
It didn't bother Ness because it was the truth. But at the
Uh-huh.
end of the day, I'm still gonna have a respect for Ness because Ness gave me ammunition. Period.
Mhm. Okay. So then we should assume that the other people that we see that fall out or are seemingly to us as watchers, subbies, are being disrespected or crossing the line. They're able to get back together because a sense of respect is there, and then B, they one or the other has helped the other one out in some way that it allows them to like put that armor up and say, I can't go that far with that person.
Well, no, I think me and Ness, we are like you can't equate everybody else with me and Ness. You just can't.
Do tell.
What's special about y'all relationship, JD?
Because we were friends off of here since like 2018, 2019. And so we do know a lot about each other. Even before Ness got herself in this situation that we see her in, I tried to warn her. She didn't want to listen. Honestly, I believe that she got a better respect for me because she realized that what I was trying to warn her about is exactly what she living right now.
Oh, so
Because I was
y'all
being
are
a friend.
friends.
Yes, we were friends.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
That's what I was trying to tell you, Mz.Teavalocity, before Dunn hit the panel. I was like, y'all tripping, y'all
Well,
hate Dunn, or y'all hate Ness, but they are friends.
that I heard you say it, but I'm hearing it from her mouth
Yeah.
but you talking about 2018 and 19. I didn't know it was that deep. See, I'm thinking everything just developed as far as a relationship within the 20s, like 2022. So I didn't know it was from before. But I
Yeah, it
remember
was
So
from
when
wait a
before.
minute. So he, do you think Heat's issue with you is really because your closeness to Ness?
Correct. That's what it's always been.
Well, I haven't heard.
Yeah,
that's
that's what
interesting.
it has always been. And I just been a friend to her. That's it. Me and Ness was friends before she decided to leave Miami and go to Seattle for that discipleship. That's how long we've been friends.
And I remember you helping her out with that situation in some capacity.
Yeah, because initially, before she decided to go
Oh,
to Seattle, she was gonna come to Atlanta, and she was trying to figure out what the best areas in Atlanta was going to be because she was trying to get her son back, and she wanted to make sure that he got in a good school district.
Film.
Tim,
Dunn
you
is not
may
lying.
not know their
Film.
relationship,
No,
baby.
no, no. Now let me say this. Dunn is not lying, film. That's what I'm trying to
I
tell
She's
y'all.
remember
not.
that.
She's
That's what I'm
not.
I
trying to
remember
tell
that.
y'all. Y'all be so hard on the other person, but they fuck with each other.
She's been said this story long before too today.
Not only that,
Long
I
time
remember
ago.
that. But I didn't know it was in 2019. I remember when
Yeah.
she went to the discipleship. We used to be over Nessa's all the time.
Well,
Yep.
no, Ness didn't go to the discipleship
And
in
She went
20.
even if you
somewhere.
didn't know from before, it's the only thing that makes sense. Why would he come on and be all just shooting for Dunn?
Mhm.
Everybody know me and Dunn don't get along most of the time, but he came on just coming for her, and I never
Oh,
got that. I thought something else was went on, or Dunn had done something, but now it's beginning to make sense. Also, why would Ness go and run and warn Jadon when her and Dunn at the time wasn't even getting along? So for me, this is all making some type of sense finally.
And this is why I wanted to have this. And I didn't know this conversation was going to go here, but the bigger point of this conversation is that we have someone on here who is willing to give us the backstory. But like I said, one of my fortes is remembering things. That's why I can do the recap with no pen and paper. But so I remember all of these things in real time, right? So that would make Dunn be lying for 5 years, right? When I know that she's not. But what I'm saying is
Okay.
the bigger point, right, Melissa, but the bigger point is that this is one all but one relationship. Think about all the other relationships that y'all get so up in a heat about, no pun intended. This is exactly what's going on.
that's why
Yeah,
we just have to look at it like entertainment. Like you said before, we all part of the show. Not we really don't know what part we playing. We just part of the show.
Don't
Not by
take no
choice.
side.
And for Film Noir to call me a liar, she can ask Ness. Ness
No,
will
she
say
just said
because
it. She backed up and said no, they were
Okay, because
friends.
Ness will tell
Look,
you.
they were friends.
right,
They were
because we
cool
were.
even now behind the scenes. So she is saying that y'all were friends.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, Fim, she
No, at
ain't
first she
lying.
didn't. It didn't sound like Finn was agreeing. She was saying J Day was lying. But then I noticed who dropped down. Oh, Miss Cruiser.
Cruiser.
I don't know if she meant to. I could give her the link though. So they were friends. So they are friends. So don't get so upset when you see them together because I guess we all just need not to get upset and enjoy this as entertainment because to me they all full of shit playing in our face, but we love it because it's entertainment.
And don't take no damn side. Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But Mz.Teavalocity, hold on,
Yes,
I have to
baby.
tell you, I
Yeah.
don't make a habit to play in anybody's face. No,
No,
I don't. No, I
no,
don't. I really
I
don't.
was gonna say that too. I was gonna say I don't think it's
no,
playing
no,
in
no,
this.
no, not playing in your face like that. Let me clear that up. Thank you so
I
much,
think they're
JB.
toxic and they're used to trauma bonding, and that's what they. I think that's what they do. I think it's a very. These are very sincere relationships. Tracy and
Right.
MU.
Okay.
I think these are sincere relationships. However, the toxicity between both of the people manifests in this trauma bonding or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know how to. But I don't. I really don't think they go out into it saying, "Oh yeah, we gonna do this and then we gonna
No,
do
no,
this."
no, 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 like that. But
Mhm.
no, no, no. What I meant, if y'all would give me just 1 minute to kind of probably clear this up. What I meant was when we think something deeper is really going on, we shouldn't get involved because they all know what's going on because basically they do have some type of relationship. Okay, let me communicate it that way. Not playing in our face, but don't get to it because they all have some type of relationship. Whether it's good, bad, ugly, toxic, or not, they have a relationship. We see one thing as subbies and a viewer watching the show, but behind the scenes, they know what's really going on. So we shouldn't take sides and get so emotionally upset when shit happens.
You really shouldn't at all. And
Right.
even y'all can go back to y'all, I'm not telling y'all to actually do it. But if you think back to my first videos about this situation, I was coming down on this heat
Right.
because Ness was still my friend in my eyes at that time. But when Ness gave me her ass to kiss, then I'm about to talk about both of y'all. I'm talking about both of y'all. But initially, no. Me and Ness go way back, and that's the reason why she always gonna let me up. People could pay her $1,000, and she's still probably gonna let my ass back up.
She sure will. And that should be evident. And again, we're picking on, one or two people because Dunn is here on the panel.
Right.
But
So
if Lady Nika was here, I would have a whole set of new questions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if Kiki was here, the girl Kiki was here, I have a whole new set of questions. Okay. If MU was here, I have a whole, y'all can go on and on and on. Okay.
Everybody who's involved in something that we see relationships go sour and they come back together and still allow them on their platform. So I agree with you. It's only because Jay Dunn is here and she's kind enough to ask questions for us. But they was great questions because sometimes we all wonder how is it possible that these people still can maintain a relationship only because we don't play like that. Not judging how you play. That's you and your thing and whomever. But I don't play games like that. Sassy saying she don't play games. And Miss Cruiser said, "It's fuck you for life if you do something." We all are on the same page when it comes to that.
But Mz.Teavalocity, what I have to reiterate,
Sure.
because yes, there are certain circumstances in which you'll be like, fuck somebody for life. Me and Ness never went sour.
Right.
We only went sour because she fell in love with somebody that she didn't know the works of this person. I'm never going to hold that against Ness forever because I have friends in my real life who fell in love with somebody. They didn't know who it was. And then all of a sudden, now it's all this kind of drama and shit. But at the end of the day, once you come to your senses, I'll still be your friend.
Yeah, that's a yeah. Then we're just saying we're different. Film set subscribers are not dumb. We overlook the patterns and behaviors of our faves because we are biased. Period. I don't think that I'm a biased person. I don't even think the people that I'm fond of think I'm biased. And I do think the subscribers are dumb for the most part. Some of y'all have stopped talking to me because of your fave, and that shit was
Well,
dumb.
me too, though, Sassy. Me too.
Yeah.
And I know, and you know that's where it come from because I've never done anything to
I've
you.
never done anything to
Your
you. Yeah.
fave won't connect, and so now you don't support me. Oh yeah, that's a given on here. But again, groupthink mentality. Okay.
Yeah, I think for the most
It
People
is.
don't like when you facts.
I
People don't like when you shoot
don't like
them with
factual
them
stuff. And I think for the majority of the subscribers are dumb because, or that's probably not a nice word, but I think for, and I'm not everybody, but I think it's like 70-30. I think 70% of the subscribers are dumb. They don't retain information very well. They don't
wouldn't
remember
say.
stuff.
I don't want to say they
I
dumb.
would say maybe they don't care.
Y'all don't want to say they dumb. I said, for me, that's what I think, because you
Yeah, I
gotta be
don't
a motherfucker to keep ignoring shit that you see. Like, even if I like somebody, I'm saying what the fuck it is, but y'all be like, oh, I didn't see that. The amount of time that I hear people, oh, I didn't hear that. I'm like, really? You hear everything else, but you didn't hear that? Stop the fucking shenanigans.
Well, and I agree with Sassy with what she's saying, the point that she's making, because the subscribers, they not on my phone whenever I'm off of here. You're not privy to any phone call that I have, any text message that I get. You're not privy to any question that any content creator asks me. You are also not privy to how many content creators actually have my phone number. You are not privy to the ones who will call me to ask me a question about whatever. And this doesn't even involve Ness, but I'm just saying in general. But then you get on here and you assume that everybody hates me when that's not the case.
Well, we see
at all.
that. We said that. I think I said that a couple of weeks in one of my lives I did. A lot of people dislike J Dunn, but she got a lot of people who like her too. So y'all don't be fooled. It's not nobody. They're not going to leave her out there.
Okay.
She had that court situation because there's a lot of people who like her. And one thing she just stated, we don't know what they say and who has who phone number and what they say on the telephone. We only seeing what they put in the public's eye, and some of that shit is enough for me.
And that's facts, Mz.Teavalocity. That's facts.
We only speaking facts.
Well, I said it was 70-30 film. I mean, to be quite honest, you turned on me like you was a first cousin, and you turned on me on some silly shit because of Ness. That's giving follower energy. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have to take that first cousin title from you. I mean, I'm being a little silly and shady right now. I know you didn't give a damn, but it was weird. And you didn't, and like Jay Dunn, me and Ness don't talk behind the scenes, but you didn't understand me and Ness's relationship. And you got your mod stick and got some power. And I was like, girl, we cool. What you tripping about? You did the same thing with ODS. So for you to say, and then now y'all are cool. So for you specifically to say, why am I calling the subscribe? That was a dumb move. Like, that's dumb. What you in our business for? Me and that's real cool. We ain't as cool as Dunn and her, but we cool. We have a mutual respect for each other, and we know that how we roast and gag. But you see what I'm saying, film? And that's one example, right? But if I wanted to go down the list of subscribers, I could. So yeah, that's kind of dumb to me. But that's just me. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry that
it is dumb because
real.
Film, it is dumb because you even have a problem with me. And the thing is, you don't know the back history or the backstory about any relationship that I have on here. You probably would shit in your pants if you knew that I talked to Kimmy before. But I really haven't. But I really haven't. I just had to say,
you know what?
Everybody
nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises me anymore.
No, I haven't. I just said it to film for the shock value.
Nothing surprises me anymore, though.
Yeah,
the more I'm
but no,
listening
I've never
today,
talked to Kimmy before.
I turned on
Girl,
you,
ain't
no
nobody
disrespect, this
nobody.
long
Everybody
way,
knows
and you
Sassy is
disrespected
not.
the F out of a chat I modded and got timed out. Some of you content creators think y'all above being timed out.
She lied.
I think I spoke to ODS earlier.
Film lying.
Sam?
everybody knows that I'm not that disrespectful, and no CC wants me to be timed out, just like Ness told you. So I'm just using that as example because I'm not picking on you. I'm done with you, but I'm just saying, come on now, fam.
Well, Tiva, thank you for having me. I'm gonna get on out of here.
Baby.
I appreciate it.
Good. I didn't want you to say that you was leaving us, but
oh no, I'll get to correct that. I just ain't found nothing very interesting. This was the most interesting, most pleasurable time I had this week, and I appreciate it. Love y'all. Happy New Year to you all.
Same to you, Melissa.
Happy New Year to you too, Melissa.
Same to you, Jay Dunn. Everybody be safe now.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
I really enjoy
Molly. In all fairness, if the content creators can have complex relationships, then I think the subs can also have complex, weird opinions that don't make sense either. It's like there's a different code for content creators than subs, but I'm just saying I don't feel strongly. That's okay, Molly.
That's a good point. That's a good
point you made there. I don't feel any kind of way. Hi, David. Happy New Year to you. I don't know who David is, but thanks for joining me. So let's
I think it's a bad point.
What's up with
can
you?
I continue?
What's up,
me?
Little fella? Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Mz.Teavalocity. Because there's plenty of people
gotta love
that have been upset on the behalf of the Miss O because they didn't know that the Miss O and me are cool, and they've been upset. I gotta go back. I might be a broken record, but
JD, hold your thought, baby girl. Hold your thought, and I know you ain't gonna forget. What is Fim putting in here that you say Google is blocking it? You sure Google is blocking it? What did Fim Nor say that Google blocked Diva? It could be, it could be people up in the sky sniping it. If it's something disrespectful, but she doesn't.
You can tell when it's Google. You can tell when it's Google because it won't. Yeah, you can tell when it's Google.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. So go ahead, JD. Sorry.
So all I'm saying is it's a lot of people who have tried to use my issues with other content creators as a reason to get me in trouble. But you fail to realize that me and those content creators have actually had conversations on the back end and everything is fine. So all I'm saying is you need to stop doing that because just because you don't see it on your screen, that doesn't mean that people haven't had adult conversations. That's it.
Okay. Oh, Diva said she could tell us the mod. I don't know mod,
Yeah,
it says hide or show. When Google blocks it, they ask you to hide it or show it.
And I have to go back and look what it was, and because she's not saying anything.
No, she's not saying anything. It's just Google is what it's not really film. It's some things they.
Hey, Pete, what's going on? Happy New Year's, baby. I don't think I've seen you since New Year's. So go ahead. And say that. So go ahead. Who was saying something next? Y'all know if I look at this shit, I get all discombobulated sometimes. Thank you, Miss.
I'm about to drop down. I appreciate you letting my boss.
Yes, it's been a good live. Good. So we know. Just read my book. You still there, Queen?
I'm here, but I'm gonna have to go myself. I gotta go check this oven. But I'm having a good time. I'll be listening.
Sugarfoot probably acting up.
Much. It's always a pleasure having you up here.
Thank you.
Thank you for co-hosting me today. You all co-hosted me today. I don't care.
It was a pleasure. Bye, y'all. Smooches. Bye, Don. Keep it real in 2024, Don, on their ass, but keep it cool.
Oh, you know I will. Sassy.
Did you hear the back part? Keep it real, but keep it cool. Did you hear the whole sentence, nigga?
I heard it all.
Okay, bye, y'all.
I'll tell you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for the Cash App. Listen, I'll tell you like this. JD is my little fella, point blank, period. Until we end our relationship, my little fella. I know JD does a lot of trolling and shit. I just watch her disrupt. I said, look at that. Here she come. And I love it. I do. It's something about it. I love it. So there's never no hard feelings against, with us. But she said some things today will let you know. Some people have a relationship we don't see. It's behind the scenes. We only see what's presented to us. So again, be very, very careful when we take sides, you know? Don't take sides. Just watch shit play out. Because we really don't know what's going on between behind the scenes. We just spectators.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting dragged, Molly. Nobody's getting dragged in here. It's certain decorum. I'm not letting anyone get dragged in here. But yeah, with that being said, JD, what's your closing, baby? Hey, you gotta chill. What's your closing?
So my closing is I
Don't
don't
fuck
need
it
to
up.
name drop. No, I'm now. Come on now. I don't need to name drop. Just know that I'm in touch with a lot of people and I have been for several years. You might hate me, but you can't convince them to hate me because we have an offline circumstance. As
Yeah,
much as you want people to dislike me because that's how you feel,
right.
keep your feelings to yourself because I have offline conversations and talks with plenty of people on here. And
Okay.
it's not about YouTube, it's about real life shit.
Okay.
It's about real life.
Mm-hmm.
Even me and Ness, when we started our friendship back then, it was about real life. She was trying to find a good school district for her son if she decided to come to Atlanta.
I remember
That
that
was real life.
I
That was
remember
real
that
life.
real life.
And I was the only person in Atlanta that she knew of. So I was trying to help her and give her that information, and that's how we started our friendship. And it goes like that with so many other people up on here, Mz.Teavalocity.
Mm-hmm.
When I talk to people offline, we're not talking about YouTube. No.
Mm-hmm.
You want to call me because your mama died. Okay. Well, what do you want to know? You want to call me because your child died. Okay. What do you want to know? You want to call me because you sick with this, that, and the third. Whatever it is. And that's the conversation that I give off of here. And so I say all that to say everybody don't hate me at all.
I,
Because they can still pick up their phone and call my number if they need to.
mm-hmm.
Period. So I'm going to end it with that. But thank you for having me, Mz.Teavalocity.
You're welcome, JD. Always a pleasure, little fella.
All right.
Listen, they all got their own relationship. That's all we should take it for what it's worth. They all have their own relationship. We just need to stay out of people. Can you tell me what the conversation was about? Girl, if I had to go back that far, it was a shit. Now you know I can't think. We talked a little bit about Cat Williams. We talked a little bit about all money ain't good money, inviting people into your home when they come in your home and turn around and rob you. Networking, how we put you in it, how you reached out and networked with the other people. Um, and how VS was against networking with the other sectors when she first came back, but then she moved over there. She learned something that worked for her. She brought it back over here. So the hypocrisy of her not liking it or you not liking it or people not liking is all networking in your mind. I spoke about all money and good money. Then I talked about oh, you are? No, we're not having no conspiracy theories on my life. Hold on, P. Hold on. Chill out 1 minute. I'm trying to get to it. I just got here. So, and then we talked about the Miss O, her doing that, what caused her to put that up, and people had their opinions. And then JD explained how her and the Miss O reached an agreement and forgave each other for what she had done in the past. We talked about forgiving people, what's tolerated, what's boundaries for people. I'm just wrapping it up. We talked about staying out of content creators' beefs and subbies beef because we don't know what they're doing behind the scene. We talked about a whole lot of shit, baby. Oh, when you get ready. When you get ready, because I want to have one, but you always say you'll come over and I never see you, Pizarro. And a lot of times I have a hard time getting over to yours. So we're okay. All right, baby. We'll do pizza. I see you. Okay. So we talked about a lot of stuff and we paying to drop people, how they talked about you, Bree and Lady Nika, paying to drop people, and you know they really went hard on y'all, but now they turn around doing the same thing. Me personally, I don't like that dropping people, because they could be engaged in a conversation. Then because someone paid them, you drop them. The double standards, the hypocrisy over here. We talked about a lot of things. Then we wrapped it up with Ness and Jay Dunn having a real relationship behind the scenes. So that's why they forgive each other. That's why they allow each other up on their panel. And some people don't take this serious, and some people do. So we talked about a lot of things, honey. I've been on 3 hours. You know I had to be talking about something. Who got paid to drop? They was dropping people last night over on Ness's. They was dropping JD. So, and just somebody was paying for her to get back up there. So I just talked about the hypocrisy of it all. I personally don't like it. But get your bag the way you get your bag. But don't be down here talking about other people and then you're going to do the same thing. It makes you look like a huge, big, old hypocrite. But personally, I don't like that. You know, she said just like Heidi and her, y'all have a relationship. You said Pizarro behind the scenes, like Heidi and you, what, dropping people? What, y'all have a relationship? I'm not for it either. I think it's no, I'm not. I think it's bad. Thank you, kind of me, because I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you to everyone. Please make sure you hit that like. I only come down. I'm trying real hard, y'all. I was trying like a mofo. If you see, I got something scheduled that I never could get to do the live on, and that's to me a serious topic. And I'm going over on Jim's talk. I'm gonna do it like I did before, only because I really want to host some real life topics that will really make a difference to us, stimulate our minds and get us out some of the beef and shit, you know. So that's just who I am. So I want to talk about that this week. I'm gonna try this week coming up to get it done. I don't have therapy anymore, you guys. I have to have my doctor's appointment so he could reevaluate me. So whether he's going to extend my physical therapy or not, you know. So yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That's what. So I had a problem. Dropped 3 times. Yeah. So I have a problem with that, you all, because a lot of times we're engaging in the conversation, you know, that these people are having, and we're just waiting for the conversation to continue. Oh shit. We waiting for the conversation to continue, and then the people get dropped. If that's the way you run your platform, that's your way. You know, I never tell you how to run your platform. I tell you what I like. Hey, Fim, thank you, baby. You didn't piss off nobody. You didn't piss off no one. We still here, baby. It's all the internet. Thank you for joining me. You don't piss me off. So, we talked about that, and I just think it's interference in the commentary when you do that. And that's something something I personally don't like. And like I said, I don't like all that doxing. And I said to be very careful when you have somebody on your platform and they doxing someone. I definitely don't, and a lot of times, to be honest, with my heart of heart, I leave when that shit happens. I just don't care who is, what someone else does for a living, how they live. I just pray they up out of the elements, and however they live, I'm not paying for them to live. So, and again, unfortunate situations I never laugh at, because a lot of people are a paycheck away from being homeless, So I don't never, laugh at anyone's misfortunate. But again, I just see a lot of hypocrisy here, and you be careful who you allow in your house, because a lot of times the very people, we talked about this, the very people you allow in your house, when you go away on vacation, they come in and they rob your home. They know where everything at. And that's an analogy for us going in different areas, coming back, sometimes allowing people just to come in our space. You got to watch who you allow. Yeah, we talked about cash apps doxing too, because they can get through your cash apps and dox you. So I did talk about the cash app doxing. Be very careful, because I know you received some. So you want to be careful, because they say people are doxing through the cash apps. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Girl, you ain't going nowhere. Stop the bullshit, Pizarro. You ain't going anywhere. I watched your live. I was in the bushes. I think I was at work one night. And then one night I watched it live. Now, Pizarro, I watched a snippet of your live last night, and I just got like a But it's your live. You do what you want with it. You do what you will with it. But I was like, not for me. So P money talks, but most people act above getting dirty to get it until opportunities presented. Oh, let me tell you something. You know we about that Kwani said it. I don't know what y'all talking about. Let me tell you something. I pray, and you know, I'm very strong at my beliefs, my integrity, my morals, and my values. I pray that I don't never allow money to change my perspective and who I am and take away my morals and my characters. If you down here talking about other people and then you turn around and do it, you're no better than the next person. That's the problem I have with the hypocrisy going around here. Oh, Lord, there they go. I'm going now. I'm just doing something different. Yeah, I do want to do that conspiracy thing with you. I know you go in a different direction with, but I know you think the same thing about a lot of these celebrities. I think people, you can't get people to believe it, and I don't know why. That yeah, there's levels to this shit, and there's some demonic shit that's going on that we don't get to see, even on here. Sassy girl, bye. You ratchet is you got a air freshener tree in your pores, so cut it out. Oh, you guys, I've been here 3 hours. I could drop the link, but I don't even think it's anything for me to drop the link. I'm gonna call my girlfriend because my good Judy and I supposed to go out and get a crab boil today, but they say it's gonna snow, and I don't want to get caught in the snow. You know, in 2017, I knew a guy with a rich family who I did drugs with. We ordered a large amount of variety of drugs. And the guy overdosed on age less than 2 weeks later, and I kept all. And you sound stupid as fuck. And so who cares? Y'all block that troll or I'll block them. You know, sometimes they just come in here and talk stupid as shit. Sassy, then you should already be happy. She back again. Woo, child. Welcome back, girl. Bless her. Y'all are a mess. The chat be the greatest part of the show, believe it or not. Sassy have a nasty, let me see. Sassy has a nasty streak too, but she calls it trolling. Now y'all nasty and ratchet as well. I don't know. Shell, you lying, huh? Sassy, then you should be glad. Facts. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up. Please make sure you hit the like. Thank you to all my gymologists. We are an outstanding family. I appreciate you so much for being here with me. You all are special to me. Thanks to all the people who joined my platform today. Miss Cruiser, Sassy was my co-host. Jay Dunn, just read my book. And was it somebody else? Me, Sassy, just read my book. Jay Dunn. I think that was it. Thank you so much for joining the panel today. And thank you for all those who engaged in the chat. Now, I don't know if these are people with just different names, you know, troll names, but I have been seeing a lot of new people around here lately. And I'm glad that you joined me here. I appreciate each and every one of you. You know, I never take it for granted. We all here for the shits now. With that being said, you guys be safe. I'll see you around the streets. You might not see me, but again, I hang in the clouds and see what I want to see, and I report on what I want to report on. Let's get to this next story, though, because it's about DJ Academics and this situation he tied up in with this girl saying that him and some other people raped her. It's two sides to that. See, because I heard the text, I heard the screams, excruciating screams that you could really never get out of your head. Something was happening for a woman to scream like that. But then again, the text shows different. The DJ Academic. So that's why I said no means no. What are your intentions? And something else I titled it. So you guys, please join me next week on Jim's Talk. I'll be at Jim's Talk. But again, it'll show it on both channels because I'm trying to get watch time there. Okay. I'm trying to get watch time. So if you're not a subscriber, please go over there and subscribe because I will be doing stuff over there. And with that being said, God bless you. Be safe and peace. I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Thanks for joining me.